Welcome back to another episode Hoops on Podcast. We put basketball proper perspective. I'm Diddy Noseball. I'm here with Chris A. Chris White will be with us later. White boy Chris. Yeah. But today we got a lot on the docket. Free agency's going crazy. Um, but
Man,
Chris, you wanted to go in the Bronny James debate because I didn't know if y'all was gonna get here on time, so I was just gonna look at the Raptors roster because they yeah. But you want to get into the Bronny James?
we could do that if you wanted to go through that roster Raptor real quick. But if you ready for Bronny, I'm ready too.
I kind of want to go and get the Bronny debate out the way because I think you absolutely wrong, and everything most people are saying has no basis whatsoever. First problem is we can attack the nepotism thing. Nepotism is never good. I don't care who doing it, white or black, rich or poor. It's all stupid. So when LeBron is actively taking part in nepotism, everybody saying, "Well, white people do it. It's cool to see when black people finally get a chance to do it." Idiots. Nepotism is bad for everybody. It don't matter who's doing it because it's taking opportunities away from people that could get the opportunity based on merit. Meritocracy is the best way to go. It just is. It just always is. I know the world's not perfect, and I know nepotism happens more often than not. But to champion nepotism is absolutely ridiculous. I don't care who's doing the black man or white man. What you got to say about the nepotism part of this?
I'm not going to champion, I guess, the nepotism part, as you say, but I'm just going to say this. Um, it don't matter to me because can you really name say who he's necessarily taking opportunities away? It'd be one thing if he was drafted in the first round like this. He wasn't. He was
Mm-hmm.
drafted 55 overall, three away from being the last pick overall. He's not taking that many opportunities. The guy who getting picked in Bronny's spot is on a two-way contract. Now you could say he may be taking a spot on a roster spot away from on the Lakers for a guy, but even then, how much does that really matter? Sure, nepotism is bad, but yes, everybody does nepotism. It's all throughout the league. So why are we picking and choosing? Are you picking and choosing now to get on LeBron for doing so?
It's not the fact that he's exercising nepotism. It's the fact that people are championing it just because he's black. I hate when black people do dumb stuff like that. Just because somebody black, they excuse anything they'll do. It's because they'll say, "Oh, the white person will do it." I don't like shit like that. That's stupid to me. Because first of all, don't none of that benefit the average black person. When rich black people do something, regular black or poor black people champion it like it's gonna help them. That'd be the dumbest shit ever. So that's why I did like the nepotism thing. Basketball wise, I think it was bad for Bronny. Nobody cares about that part of it. When LeBron came out and tweeted legacy, whose legacy? Bronny James' legacy or LeBron James' legacy? Senior.
Their family, their family legacy,
Boy, stop it.
their
15
family
years from
legacy. What's
now,
wrong with that?
15 years from now, it's gonna be about LeBron James, bro. It's gonna be about LeBron James. It's not gonna be about Bronny because he didn't set
It's
Bronny
gonna
up to succeed, bro. He set Bronny up for
it's gonna be
failure.
about it's gonna be about both of them.
Chris, you a little laggy. Leave and come back.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. I was like, I can't tell if it's getting fixed or not. My bad. I'll be back.
All right. But yeah, it's just the nepotism surrounding Bronny James. I feel like nepotism happens everywhere, but it shouldn't be championed. I don't care who do it, black or white, because it don't help the general public. Most people are average, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. Most people are average. Most people live below what these people that practice nepotism live. And the fact that just because LeBron is black and Bronny is black, and they champion nepotism. That shit's stupid, bro. It's stupid, bro. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And basketball wise, it's not a good basketball for Bronny. Bronny had a lot of holes in his game. Not holes, but a lot of things he need to work on. Decision making, ball handling. He needed an in-between game. He was a good catch and shoot player, solid defender, but his shooting percentages was poor, and he was coming off a heart attack, man. He was coming off a heart attack, bro. So basketball wise, I think it was bad. We would never learn, bro. We would never learn. So, what else? If you with us, man, how y'all feeling about Bronny in the chat, bro? The Lakers, LeBron James, nepotism. Comment on any of it. I think all of it's bad for basketball, bro. I think it's all bad for basketball, man. Let's see what else has been going on. And Chris, come back, bro. Look at this, bro. Real quick. Yeah. Scotty Barnes, Davion Mitchell, Jacoby Walter, RJ Barrett, Grady Dick. Bro, is we rocking with the Raptors, man? Because they paid $175 for Emmanuel Quickly. They paid $200 for Scotty Barnes. Whew. That's a lot of money for them too, bro. Scotty Barnes is what, a tier 3? Borderline tier 2? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, you back.
All right, is this a little better?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, bro, I just was saying it don't fit basketball wise. The championing of nepotism is stupid. And it only benefits one person. So I just had to get that out the way, bro. I just had to get that out the way, dog.
It only benefits one person.
Yeah. It only benefits LeBron.
Why do you think it doesn't benefit Bronny?
Bro, how does it benefit Bronny, bro? He's finna be on the sidelines looking like he's finna be on the. What does that mean?
He's in the league.
What does that mean?
Ain't no guarantee that you make the league.
Because we having a debate, and I'm gonna need you to moderate because we having a debate. Because I'm saying this only benefits LeBron and his legacy. It's not about Bronny. People are talking about nepotism and how it's cool because LeBron is doing it and white people do it. So why shouldn't LeBron do it? Which is stupid for the average person because most of us can't practice nepotism if we wanted to. So the fact that we champion nepotism, the fact that it's bad basketball wise for Bronny, I just don't get why people is acting like this shit is cool because it's not cool. Because I would want Bronny.
I'm gonna put my 2 cents in and I'm gonna let y'all go at it. So I don't have a problem with him using his resources to get him in the league. I don't have an issue with that at all. The problem that I have is just because of everything else that's been said around it. Because mainly when you hear about the shit from Rich Paul, when he's talking about if certain teams draft him that he's not playing, he's going to Australia. You probably should have did that shit in the first place. If you're gonna try to use that as a scare tactic for teams not to draft you. And it's nothing to do with Bronny's talent or nothing like that. He just did not get the experience that he could have got in college because of the heart attack, which we all understand. But let's not sit here and act like, it's not nepotism because it is that it's exactly what it is. But I'm not gonna kill the nigga for doing it. But just basketball wise, he's not ready for the league. Anybody they would have picked at that spot wasn't going to be like a starter anyway. But I'm just tired of people tiptoeing around the topic like the shit ain't what it is.
And I agree with it. I just don't like the fact they paint him like, oh man, any great father would have did this. First of all, no, because
You see, shit. If that's the case, nigga, we should have been seeing D Wade son a long time ago.
but this is what I'm saying. They all tried it. It don't work. That shit only goes so far. LeBron
I think Bron is the only one who, of course, has been big enough that could force this type of shit to happen.
It's only because he's still playing. They all could have did it if they were still playing.
No,
but
see, this is the thing, DJ. This is what you don't understand. It's because he's still playing and he's good and he has control. He has leverage on that franchise. If he was a 13th man on that bench, he would have no say in this. They would not care.
Right,
bro. Bronny
I
can't play. That. He can't play. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it. He can't play right now, bro. We done seen the last 5 top point guards come out
and they can't play now. But again, I don't have an issue with that part of it because anybody they would have took that pick would not have been starting anyway.
This is what I'm saying. Why you don't have an issue? No. Why you don't have an issue with it? First of all, LeBron James is a billionaire, right?
I don't have an issue with that side of it as far as him not being ready. Because me personally, anybody they would have took at that pick would not have been ready. You're not going to take nobody at 55 and throw them into the starting lineup and throw them into a rotation.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's why on that part of it, I don't have a problem with it. Again, it's only because it's this nigga Bronny. Like, that's all. It's because of the name.
The problem is, okay, this the nepotism thing. You have all the resources in the world, right? You want your son to be successful in the league, right? If this is what, if you really want that, why not let him play in college? He just had a heart attack, bro. This how I know this is only for LeBron. The nigga just had a heart attack, and you rushing him into the NBA, bro. The NBA is the toughest league to make in the whole world when it comes to sports, bro. It's like 15-man roster. It's 500 people in the whole league. So if you really wanted Bronny to have his best chance of being the best version of himself as an NBA player, why you didn't let him stay in college? Why you didn't let him, if anything, go transfer and play and actually get time at point guard? He wanted to play with him just so he could say, I was the first father-son duo in the league. That's all he wanted, bro. Y'all stop capping, bro. Stop capping, man. He don't give a damn. He don't give a damn about Bronny.
He don't care nothing about his son, and he don't care nothing about
his son. He just had a heart
attack. I ain't never said
okay. Huh? You cutting out, Chris.
Break it up, Chris.
You cutting out, Chris. I'm just saying, if your son just had a heart attack, you go rush him to play in the NBA after averaging goddamn 5 points on 33% of the field.
Didn't he play college basketball after that? Didn't he go through the whole draft combine?
He averaged 5 points on 33% and 27% from three. He wasn't.
What are your expectations? What are your expectations for Bronny, DJ? Please go ahead and tell me right now. What are your expectations for Bronny? What do you expect?
No playing time. They just took, bro, the year before, let's keep it a buck. They took Jalen Hood-Schifino, bro. Jalen Hood-Schifino is a way better prospect than Bronny ever was. No offense, because I like Bronny, but I thought he need 2-3 years seasoning, just like any other point guard that's 6'3" and under. We talked about this. Look at Kennedy Chandler, number 1 point guard coming out. Where is he at now? Ty Washington, number 1 point guard coming out. Where's he at now? Sharif Cooper, where's he at now? J.D. Davidson. Dude played for the Celtics. People forgot he played for the Celtics because he didn't play for the Celtics. He played for their G League team for 2 years now. These point guards at 6'3" and under need seasoning.
Okay,
it's too hard to come in.
Huh? And the G League ain't seasoning?
No, it's not, bro. We gotta stop that, bro.
How many guys have you seen come through the G League and do something? Don't be acting like the G League don't produce.
It don't produce, bro.
Alex Caruso came through the G League. Pascal Siakam is an all-star, came through the G League. The G League don't produce talent. Seth Curry was down in the G League because his brother couldn't get him a solid spot in the league. Maybe if Thanasis did that, he could get a solid rotation piece in the league too.
He came through the G League, sir. The Nationals came through the G League, bro.
And he still ain't done nothing. Point is,
My
he should say
bad,
that a
G.
lot.
Nigga done called
People
my
have
damn
gone
phone.
through the G League and developed and become great prospects, great talent. Caruso, I've just named some, and you act like Bronny couldn't do that. And being on the team, developing, he couldn't do that.
Y'all, bro, develop
I
while you
don't-
actually get meaningful playing time. Okay, this the difference
Nah,
between real development.
Chris, I would have rather him go through a G League or spend another year in college or do that Australia shit that Rich Paul kept trying to threaten, if that's what we're going to talk about as far as development. Like, again, I'm not mad at him being drafted. I just feel like he could have developed elsewhere before coming into the league. And I'm talking about like actual, because yeah, he's going to develop, but he's not going to play. You need time on the court. He didn't. How much did he play last year? He didn't play a lot. So when you're talking about as far as competition, the last niggas that he really just played was in high school.
See, this
is a whole nother level that he's about to be on right now. And
as a point guard under 6'3", as a point guard, y'all keep forgetting that.
Y'all are trying to have this man come in and be a star, a starter.
He's going to get lost in the sauce.
There is a difference between going to high school, college, and the league. He has no college experience whatsoever. He wasn't good enough from high school to go to the NBA, even if it was an option. So, yes, he still needs to develop in the level before the NBA and get some meaningful playing time. You can talk about this develop all you. He's not going to play. So how is he going to use all this shit that he's learned?
G League development ain't
going
it, bro.
To play.
And can we talk about G League development real quick?
This nigga, I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to talk about the nigga like he a bum, but he ain't gonna get no playing time unless the Lakers whooping niggas by 30 with 4 minutes left, dog. He's not gonna play.
But this is what I'm saying. People act like G League development is just so great. It's just so awesome. They canceled G League Ignite. Y'all know that, right?
That's G League Ignite.
They canceled it.
That's G League Ignite. That's G League Ignite. That's not the same.
Name the most ready player that came out of G League Ignite.
So we was talking about Scoop like he was a goddamn guy.
He wasn't ready. Jalen Green wasn't ready. Jaden Hardy wasn't ready, bro. Nobody that ever came out the G League Ignite
no rookie comes in ready.
Great for development was ready, bro.
No rookie just comes in ready unless you're a top prospect.
So who has a better resume? Players that came out of college or players that came out of G League?
DJ, nobody unless you're a top prospect comes in ready to the league. What are you talking about?
Thank you, Chris. You get a lot more development coming out of college. You want to know why you get more development? First of all, you actually learn how to play and run sets in college. Second, you play tournaments, pressure basketball. You know what's pressure basketball? Playoff basketball. Do you know why?
You know what? And secondly, can we who the other
G League don't got playoffs?
Outside of Austin Reeves, what young nigga has the Lakers developed? Y'all niggas acting like the Lakers have just been able to punk these niggas out the goddamn draft and turn them into amazing players. Who the last young nigga that they had got they developed? Kobe?
That's not what they've been trying to do, obviously, and they've had young
talent.
The way
that you're talking,
you ain't trying to do it.
The way that you talking like the Lakers just gonna be able to develop him into this point guard is gonna have a long-lasting NBA career. What evidence can you show me that the Lakers have developed a young player and he's just been a generational talent?
This is my point. Y'all keep trying to put Bronny into the same category as generational talent, and that's not what he's going to be.
Even as a role player, he need way more development.
He couldn't be a role player.
Let me say a good role player. A good role player.
He couldn't be a role player right now.
Alex Caruso and goddamn Austin Reeves, man.
You can't give Lakers the credit for that. They did 3 years in college. Alex Caruso did multiple years at A&M. Austin Reeves did multiple years at Oklahoma and wherever he was at before that, bro. You can't get the Lakers credit for developing them. They didn't get them out of high school or one and done. You know who they did get one and done? They got Jalen Hood, Max Christie. I don't hear for them dudes. Max Christie just got a contract extension, but these dudes don't play. Exactly. They not finna develop Bronny. Okay, I'm gonna end on this, and then you know what I'm saying we gotta finish.
I'm gonna just make sure so we ain't got no confusion on nothing, Chris. I ain't got no problem with him being drafted, but if I'm talking simply just speaking basketball, I would have definitely loved for him to get another year, a full year. I just need him to have a full year under his belt where he can say, I did this kind of shit. I done dealt with the physicality of these dudes, and oh, god damn. Oh, man, nigga, I'm driving on the highway. It's this goddamn tire. That motherfucker look like it's about to explode off this goddamn car. And this nigga still driving.
Man, I'm just gonna say this. Bronny, because his dad is LeBron James, his dad's a billionaire. It was no rush for him to go into the league. He could have played in college as long as he wanted to. With NIL and all that other stuff, bro, he could have dominated college for 2 to 3 years, came out a seasoned and ready point guard to play, bro. And the fact that he didn't do that shows LeBron James only worried about himself and his personal legacy because he wanted to be the first father-son duo in the NBA. Bronny is not ready. As soon as LeBron is out the league, Bronny gonna be out the league, bro. He's not ready, bro. And to try to get ready while in the NBA, I just don't see that working, bro. I just don't see it working, dog.
How come Wendell Moore isn't starting for a team right now, DJ?
What you talking about? He wasn't good enough, first of all.
Oh, no, wasn't he a top prospect?
I mean, but he was disappointing in college. He was disappointing in college. We were talking like we said he wasn't gonna be that good after 3 years of college.
Didn't Trey Jones play multiple years in college?
Yeah.
How come the Spurs got to bring in Chris Paul to be their mentor and coach him?
Because Trey Jones isn't that good. But nobody who thought Trey Jones coming out was gonna be the guy.
Duke team, number one.
Did you think Trey Jones? Did you think Wendell Moore was gonna be the guy? You think they was gonna be real good guys after they did?
Bronny is gonna be the guy. You don't think they could be role players?
We don't know what Bronny is. We didn't get to see him, Chris. We did get to see him. What did you learn about Bronny at USC? What'd you learn about him?
I learned that he's a great athlete. He can defend well, shoot the ball. He can shoot the ball. You didn't learn that from USC. You didn't learn that from USC. You learned that from his high school. This is what I'm saying. We don't know what he is on the college level. How the hell can we know what he's gonna be at the NBA level, bro? We learned with his teammate Isaiah Collier where he get drafted.
Late first,
bottom of the first round,
and he was, it was a gap this big between him and Bronny. He was this much better than Bronny. And you see, so that's what I'm saying. We don't know what Bronny is for real. What would have had it hurt? That's what I'm saying. What would it have hurt if he did an extra 2 years in college? That's what I'm saying. What was the rush? Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Because Chris, think about it. You got a son. You're a billionaire, and he really wants to be in the NBA. He just had a heart attack. Are you rushing him into the NBA? Or are you really gonna say, dog, okay, you want to be in the NBA? Prove it. Give me 2-3 more years in college. First of all, you still my son, and you still got one of the biggest names in sports. The money go be there in NIL in college. If you really good in college, then the money go be there. And then when you get to the league, the buzz go be there. That's what I'm saying. It was no rush. The only reason why it was rushed because LeBron only cared about his legs. That's what I'm saying. Basketball wise, it makes absolutely no sense. That development shit is bullshit, and I don't want to hear it because the development from college is way better than the G League development because you have actual stakes in college basketball, actual fans. Nobody be at the G League games, bro. You got to develop in front of crowds too. That's a big part of basketball. What can you do under pressure when people is watching?
I didn't bring up more of these G League names that went through the G League, battled through the G League, and now they getting paid.
Who? Kuminga, Jalen Green, Jaden Hardy, all these dudes ain't ready, bro. But
Kuminga ain't ready.
After 4 years, maybe. But okay, let's talk about some free agency. So, Mavericks win Klay Thompson sweepstakes. First reactions. I think it's a great fit. They lost Derrick Jones Jr., but Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
I didn't think that DJ was gonna get that big of a contract, but where he end up going?
He
Clippers.
go to the Clippers for 10 mil, 33
Okay.
years.
Yeah, I didn't know he was looking for 10 mil a year, but I ain't mad at him. Hey, nigga, congratulations. I guess shit, the Mavericks get niggas paid. But Clay contract really wasn't too crazy. I'm really shocked. I mean, the Warriors just really must not have wanted him because, god damn, that man just got less money than Draymond Green.
It's just sometimes it be time to move on, bro.
No, it's time to move on, though. I mean, Clay is gonna forever be a Warrior dog, but it's just, it's just that time. It's time to move around.
What is his role on the Mavericks gonna be? Is he automatically slided in as the third option starter?
Yeah, he's a starter.
Yeah, third, fourth option, depending on the night.
So it's Luka, Kyrie, Clay, PJ, and Lively. That's the starting lineup.
I'm not mad at that at all.
So Clay go guard the threes. Who he guard?
Clay probably going.
He can't guard dudes.
Yeah,
that's
he's not
the biggest problem.
And that was another thing that I was thinking about. I was like, I'm just worried about the defensive side of the ball because, man, boy, if he could still move them feet and stay in front of people like he did when he was making them all NBA, all defensive teams, that'd be great.
I mean, we'll see.
I really think that for the Mavericks, I just think they needed more shooting. And like I know we went back and forth about this. Clay is still a damn good 3-point shooter. He's still a damn good 3-point shooter. So I really feel like Luka and Kyrie are going to give him a lot of open looks. And, I think his percentages as far as field should go.
I don't give a damn about his field goal percentage. 3-point percentage. I don't even want him to do nothing outside of taking threes and them middies. Maybe a couple middies, but I don't want to see him do no dribbling. We got enough dribblers. Right. Don't do no dribbling. Catch and shoot. Everything should be a set play for Clay or just a catch and shoot opportunity. I need him to shoot about 39 to 42% from three, bro. If he do that, everything is great.
Right.
I would have been way more mad about this if we lost Derrick Jones Jr. and didn't get anybody and just got Clay, but we replaced Derrick Jones with Najee Marshall and Mitchell or whatever. I'm good with it. Najee Marshall, and I'm good with it. He defend. He shoot a little bit better than Derrick Jones was shooting. So the fact that we got another guy, wing defender, and then Clay as well, who's a great shooter, I'm okay with it. Now, if we just got Clay, I would have been a little bit.
I think that would have been perfect, just getting Clay and then still having Josh Green too. Josh Green can fill the Derrick Jones Jr. role. I don't see why people is not understanding that. That's the next step of his development.
When has Josh Green shown that he can be a great defender? He's a good defender, but he's not. He's a good defender. But he's not
just
great.
As good as Derrick Jones Jr., bro. He just as good.
I don't know about that. Derrick Jones Jr. was the one defended the most number one options this season. Spent the most time doing that this season.
That's because you got Luke and Kyrie no defense playing asses. That's not because he just did great. He was.
Doing well.
Josh Green could do that too, bro.
He had no choice.
He ain't had no damn choice, bro. I think Josh Green can do that. PJ can do that to a certain extent. Clay can hold up on. I think Clay can hold up on threes. It's still gonna come down to Luka and Kyrie defense, Chris, because you said you was worried about the defense. Still gonna come down to them. I think Najee Marshall's not gonna have no effect on his team, bro. By the time the playoffs roll around, he's gonna be getting DMP, bro. Like we got.
I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all.
That's what I was looking at. I'm looking at it. When I seen that pickup, I had to go look who he was because I clearly from where he came from, I didn't watch one of those games, but I looked and see. It's just one of them things, bro. Like I be looking like, okay, what is this gonna be his role in the rotation come playoff time? Because
he's just gonna bring toughness. He's just gonna bring toughness. Right. He one of them guys that put his finger in your face. He kind of like a Marcus Morris type. He tough. Like he don't take no shit. See, you don't watch no Pelicans games. He's like the
No,
enforcer.
bro, I know
like
he does that, but that's not all he's gonna bring. You acting like he's Grant Williams or something. Quit talking down on my boy. We just got him. You already trying to put him in a Grant Williams role. Quit that.
Chris, Najee Marshall,
He ain't no
basketball
Grant
is not
Williams.
going to have a great
already
impact
better
on his
than
team,
Grant
bro.
Williams. Don't start putting him in no Grant Williams role.
What? What are you talking about? Grant Williams is way better than Najee Marshall, bro.
Tough guy either.
No, Najee Marshall's really tough. I'm just saying though, basketball wise, he's not finna bring too much to the table.
Basketball wise, he can. What are you talking about? He can dribble. He can get it off the dribble for one. He can shoot. He's a better shooter than Derrick Jones Jr. That's an upgrade. He can play make. What are you talking about?
Is he making an 8-man rotation, Chris?
Yes.
So name the current 8-man rotation then.
On this team right here.
Yes.
On this team right here. You got Luka, you got Kyrie, you got PJ, you got Clay, Lively, Gafford, Najee, and then you got Exum or Cleaver, whatever, or Jaden Hardy.
He's not playing over Josh Green or
Josh Green is gone.
Or Daniel Gafford. He's going to be the 9th man, bro.
Josh Green is gone to the Hornets. Goodbye.
Josh Green gone?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Josh Green is gone to the Hornets. We traded. He's goodbye for Clay. Look at you.
Where did Marshall come from? The Pelicans?
Pelicans.
Oh, man. This is going to be terrible, bro. I done changed my whole...
I never paid attention to dudes like that.
So, Josh Green... So, oh, Lord, bro. So, we got Tim Hardaway still.
No, he's gone.
He gone too.
We got Quentin Grimes. My bad. I forgot Quentin Grimes going to be in that rotation too.
Oh, Lord, bro.
Look, Josh Green went to the Hornets. The Hornets sent 2 second-round picks to Golden State, and we got Clay.
Oh, we got rid of Josh Green?
Yeah, Josh Green, he on the Hornets. I'll be supporting my boy with LaMelo.
Wait, when the fuck did that happen?
That's a part of the Clay trade.
Oh, my goodness. See, I don't like this,
bro. It's a signing trade. Breaking news.
I know it was a signing trade, but I didn't know that Josh Green gave up for that. Oh, shit. This changes everything.
Look at you.
I thought Josh Green was still there. Because I seen it, but I didn't look at the details of the trade. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Hold on.
Nope, don't like it.
What does our bench look like?
It's not even I'm telling y'all. It's not even that. We're way unathletic now on the wing now, bro. What the hell? So now it's no Derrick Jones Jr. or no oh Lord, bro. Mavericks are too unathletic now. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Nope. Josh Green gone, Derrick Jones Jr. gone. Nope, it's not good enough, bro. We ain't got nobody to fly around.
We got Quentin Grimes.
Quentin Grimes is trash. He sucks, bro.
He was hurt in Detroit. I'm not finna do that.
Bro, it's a reason why they kicked him to the curb from New York. They say he was a 3-and-D guy. He was always getting cooked and he was always bricking. Bro, Quentin Grimes is a joke, bro. Like that Quentin Grimes. No, I'm not with Quentin Grimes.
You giving up on him already.
I've never was in on him, bro. I never was in on Quentin Grimes.
Go back and watch
that.
He
was starting for New York, and he was one of the worst starters in the league.
Go back and watch that 60-point Luka game and see who was going off on the other end.
Bruh. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. Quentin Grimes. So you telling me Quentin Grimes better than Josh Green and Derrick Jones Jr.?
I got him around Josh Green level.
Lord. See, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Just about the same.
Say, bro. Now let's just do Mavericks free agency grades now. What do you give Mavericks free grades in off season so far, bro?
I give it a B-, only because I really think they should have tried to hold on to Josh Green. I mean, I would have felt more comfortable if they would have gave up that nigga Kleber, just me personally. But yeah, I think Josh Green should have been somebody that should have tried to hold on to. I'm glad they got Tim Hardaway ass up out of there. They needed to get about that all that money that they was paying his ass. I don't. They should have kept that Josh Green one because I've been saying this for years. The two things that
You going in and out, Chris. Chris, you going in and out, bro. But nah, Josh Green, bro, that's a big loss. That's a big loss. You don't think so now? But it's a big loss, bro.
No,
Especially
I
with
agree. It's a
losing
big
Derrick Jones
loss.
Jr.
I
too.
wanted to keep him. I wanted. This
C+.
is my point, DJ.
What's your grade? I give it a C+. But go ahead. What's your grade?
B+, B+, borderline A-. It ain't even the homer in me. It's the truth. I wanted to keep Josh Green. We couldn't, but we got Quentin Grimes. I wanted to keep Derrick Jones Jr., but we couldn't. We got Najee Marshall. We got
two
Omax
players are worse.
We got they not that, bro. Come on, I just explained to you how Najee Marshall is not worse. He's better,
bro. Quentin Grimes is not good as Josh Green, and Najee Marshall is nowhere near Derrick Jones Jr. And I'm not the biggest fan of Derrick Jones Jr. I'm just saying, bro.
Now I gotta pull up some Najee Marshall clips for you.
No, because we gonna have to move on. We gonna have to move on. So Chris gave it a B-. You gave it a B+. I think I gave it a C+. I like Clay, but I think, like I said, I think Najee Marshall is worse than Derrick Jones Jr. And I think Quentin Grimes is nowhere near Josh Green. I don't care what nobody says. I don't believe. In terms of a role player, no.
Okay.
Marlon Wiley. Who's that? He's somebody that on the Mavericks?
No, I don't know him if he on the Mavericks.
But let's get to this. Because we all seen that Philly brought in Paul George, but they not only brought in Paul George, they re-signed Kelly Oubre, they signed Andre Drummond, they brought in Jared McCain from the draft. Say, dog, Philly is looking pretty damn scary in the East. I did want to say this. New York, because we seen New York traded for Mikal. They re-signed OG. Julius Randle should be coming back. What happened with Hartenstein, you know?
He going to the OKC Thunder, so you can quit getting off. You can get off Sam Presti and let him do his thing.
Okay, good. Okay. So, who right now, paper, who's better on paper, in your opinion, 76ers or the Knicks?
I truthfully really want to say the Knicks still, because they have a little bit more depth than the 76ers. And when we talking about on paper, of course, paper is everybody's healthy. So now, do the Knicks have the better trio? No, not even close on paper. But I just think as far as from top of the roster to the bottom of the roster, they go deep in New York. So right now, I personally have the Knicks on paper a little bit better than the Sixers, regardless of what they've added. And they have added some good pieces. But Knicks are retaining a lot, and they've added.
Okay, thanks for the information, Mr. Hood Hardstar. Got 3 years, 87 from OKC. Okay, so you got the Knicks. I low-key would lean the Knicks, but I'm worried about Julius Randle. Is that fair? I'm worried about the Julius Randle fit with these guys just because Julius Randle, I think I would, bro, this gonna sound crazy, but I would rather have Hartenstein than Julius Randle for this team. It might sound crazy because I think Hartenstein just it's just something about him that makes him a better playoff big than a Julius Randle, than a Mitchell Robinson. I just would rather have Hartenstein. And the fact they lost Hartenstein and they replaced it with Julius Randle, who's kind of like not a great defender, not a great scorer. So it's like, how is Julius Randle go fit in? Are you worried about the Julius Randle fit?
Yeah, no, I think that's a very valid point. And in my opinion, it's a little controversial, but I'm with you on that. I would have, if they could have got off Julius Randle and then kept Hardenstein, I would have done that. That's just me, because I think they can still be successful without Julius Randle. Because just based off the pieces that they've added this year as well. Now, him fitting back in with this team, I think I think he'll be able to do it just because he has had chemistry. But I think, it's gonna be a little bit weird as far as how they play. Are they gonna play, Mikal at the 2, so that way OG and Julius can start? Like how I don't know how necessarily what their plans are.
This is my perfect lineup for the Knicks: Brunson at the 1, Mikal at the 2, OG at the 3, Randle at the 4, and now you gotta play Mitchell Robinson at the 5. That just would have been way much better if it was Hardenstein. Like, just Hardenstein. I don't trust Mitchell Robinson health, first of all. And then I don't think he's not as mobile as Hardenstein. He don't bring as much role player intangibles as Hardenstein. I think Hardenstein gonna be a big loss for the Knicks, and I don't think Julius Randle, on paper, Julius Randle looks amazing. Them stats look good, everything about, but we've seen him in the playoffs. And I think Jalen Brunson don't need a second star like that. I think Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby as a second and third guy. I think that's pretty damn good with Jalen Brunson, who's already a top 10 guy. I think Julius Randle might just throw a wrench in things. Now, let's go to Philly. I think Philly, it fits better in reality. I think Philly they have no flaws now, because probably the 4 position, because I don't know who gonna be the 4. So if I'm looking at it right now, it's Maxey. Maxey, Oubre, Paul George? I don't think they have a 4. Batum
is gone to the Clippers.
Batum went back to the Clippers.
I forgot. I need to look a little bit, but I don't know what they'll do. I don't know what they'll do depending on, because I think they still got stuff to sign. You could play the big old lineup of Drummond and Embiid. I don't know if that's something you want to do, but I'd probably pull them off the bench. We'll see. Depending on how Jarek McCain come into the season, you could slide Paul George to the 4. Oubre at the 3, McCain 2, Maxey 1. It just depends on how you, or D'Anthony Melton at the 2, Oubre 3, Paul George 4.
D'Anthony Melton just went somewhere else. See, it's so crazy because free agency just so crazy right now. But I forgot where D'Anthony Melton just went.
Okay, I missed that one. Yeah.
But they don't really have. I'm looking at their roster right now. I guess I can share the screen.
Yeah, let me see.
I'm looking at the 76ers roster right now. They got Jared McCain, Ricky Council, Justin Edwards, Andre Drummond, Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, DJ Wilson, Embiid, Paul Reed, Adembona, Eric Gordon. They don't really have a 4, bro. Paul Reed, I don't know what that will look like. And I'm not too familiar with DJ Wilson. Adembona. Nah, bro. But do you think I don't think the East you have to be too big at 4, huh?
No, you can play a small ball and be all right. So it just depends on how you want to do it. I mean, Knicks will be able to have that flexibility to go small. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I don't know why I couldn't say that for a second, but yeah.
Because I think they could go small ball. Julius Randle is a scrub. He only make 20. He not a scrub. It's just the fit thing, bro. There we go. Sixers also got Eric Gordon. Melton went to Golden State. That's where he went.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah. Okay. So right now you favor the Knicks. Me personally, the only reason why I don't favor the 76ers because I don't trust Joel Embiid health. But this is Joel Embiid best and most deepest roster by far, bro. You got rid of Tobias Harris and replace that with Paul.
No,
George.
come on. Hold on. You can't say that.
What?
This is not this. Let's not do no recency bias. This is not his best roster or deepest roster yet.
Quit living off that Jimmy Butler team. They didn't make it out the second round, bro. Let it go. Bro. Because first of all, Tyrese Maxey and Paul George is better than fucking Ben Simmons and Jimmy Butler. Bro.
Not at the time, man.
Yes, at the time, bro. I'm sorry. And then this bench is way more deep. I don't know, bro. All
right, we're gonna have to. I'll save that.
I'm gonna ask the chat. Is this Embiid's most talented roster?
They ain't even filled out yet.
Shoot, they got they top 8 guys already. Think about they top 8 though. Chris, think about it. You got Maxey, Oubre. People sleep on Oubre. Oubre was pretty damn good, bro.
I'm not sleeping on Oubre.
Maxey, Oubre. Who we say was at the 3? Who can we put at the 3? Because you trying to put Paul George at the 4.
I was saying Oubre was at the 3, and then Jared McCain was at the 2, or Eric Gordon, one of them two.
Oh Lord, I think they just too small, bro. Mm-hmm. Who would be the biggest challenge to Boston 76ers or the Knicks?
Probably Knicks, in my opinion, right now, just because of the defenders they have.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
You know,
that's a better
matchup. Like, look, you got OG and Mikal. You can put them on the two J's, and let the other guys go ahead and hit threes. And if they do, okay. That's what I was saying, man. Well, yeah, I think the Knicks just have, the flexibility, and also they can go big. They can go big on the Celtics if they have to.
The only reason why I probably would say the 76ers, it just depends on Embiid because it's nobody to stop Embiid. I think it's way more even between the Knicks and the Celtics than the Celtics and the 76ers because it's no answer for Embiid. Like Embiid is dominating whoever. It's nobody you can put on Embiid if you the Celtics. Because Porzingis, no, stop that. Well, Horford do a good job against Embiid, but it do be come on, bro. Hopefully he retires, bro. Just go on, get up out of here. Porzingis,
he said he not retired.
Well, I don't know.
Look, I agree though. This is an upgraded team as far as, in theory, you're replacing Tobias Harris and his production with Paul George. That's a lot better. I mean, role fit, whatever. I don't know. Tobias Harris he couldn't consistently give it to you night in, night out. Where Paul George, I feel like he'll be more consistent. He'll be more consistent than Tobias Harris would be in that second, third tween role,
Yeah. And it's like we forget Embiid and Maxey damn near average 62 points. Like, come on, bro. That is crazy between how much points they average together, bro. And Paul George to be the third guy when your duo averages 60. Come on, bro. Oh my Lord. That's ridiculous. I think the Sixers starting 5 should be Maxey, Oubre, PG, Eric Gordon. Oh my, no, that's good, but it's just like PG at the 4. Has PG ever played the 4 for real?
I mean, what was he doing with the Clippers? I mean, he just was kind of doing that with the Clippers.
That was Kawhi. He damn near was playing the 2 before Terrence Mann came in.
I mean, I guess, but I think Paul George, he's capable of playing the 4. He's probably done it in OKC in a 3-4, depending on where Melo's playing, but he can be that tween kind of four, not really a four, but he'll get the job done kind of four.
Black and Merle Kim. I don't know if I said it right, but we cooked and I like Paul. So who your team? Black. I'm just gonna call you Black. Who your team? The 76ers?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
But I like the 76ers, what they did. I like what the Knicks did. I got this question, last question. Did the East get better than the West?
No.
You don't think so? Why not?
I don't think so. I mean, yes, Paul George went over there. Yes, Mikal stayed over there. But I just think the West still is pretty top heavy. Still pretty, you got DeJounte Murray coming over from the Hawks to the Pelicans now. So, I mean, I still think as far as the top teams in the West, it's still a bloodbath over there. As far as you got Memphis, they still coming back now. Like you've been saying, people forgot Memphis really ain't no whatever they finish, and they gonna be a good team as far as everybody coming back healthy and things. Of course, you have a drop off with the Clippers and stuff, but the West still has a lot of top team talent.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think OKC, Minnesota. I think Dallas got worse. No offense. I'm sorry. Like adding Clay, I think we lost too much athleticism, bro. I'm sorry. It is, but I think the top teams is all in the East, bro. Fully healthy, I think it's Boston, New York, Philly, like Denver. I'm gonna say this. I think Denver. Oh my goodness! In the last couple years, Denver has just lost too much, bro. No Bruce Brown. Then you just lost KCP. They was already just hanging on by their starting five as it was, bro. I think Denver is no longer a juggernaut. I still think they're gonna be scary. Like ain't nobody gonna play Denver, but I don't think that they're no longer a top 3 team. It just depends on just no. Top 3 team in the league. No.
Christian Brown can't fill the role that KCP.
We gotta see it. Maybe
I believe he can. And then we still got to see what they feel around what kind of moves they make. They clearly in the market for guys. They was trying to get Paul George.
OKC, Memphis, Minnesota, Dallas, Phoenix, Clippers. It's the wild West. Clippers, Phoenix? No, stop it.
I mean,
who the favorite in the West? I think it's OKC.
Not gonna fall off the face of the earth.
Clippers, bro. Kawhi is not, bro. Kawhi losing Paul George. Now you're not no title contender, bro. Kawhi not finna play like that, bro. Yeah,
now Kawhi not finna play.
He not play. He's over with. OKC. So right now, I think OKC. I'm not putting Memphis over Dallas or Minnesota. So I think I got OKC, Minnesota, Dallas, then Memphis, and then everybody else gonna have to get in where they fit in. Denver. I think Denver will be that 15, but I think Denver just lost too much depth in they starting 5, which was they main strength. So Bruce Brown and KCP, them big losses, bro. I'm sorry. Christian Brown and Peyton Watson got to show me. They got to show me.
Weren't they a game? Was it game 7 away from making it back to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Western Conference Finals, yeah. But everybody's still young and getting better. They got worse. Minnesota added Rob Dillingham and Terrence Shannon Jr. scorers to a defensive core. Come on, bro, stop it. Yeah, no, don't do that. Rob Dillingham.
I'm not doing that to Rob. I'm saying Rob Dillingham, great pickup, but you can't. That don't mean
average 24 points, bro. Stop. Have you not seen Terrence Shannon Jr. play?
I like the Rob Dillingham pickup more. That's what I'm saying.
That's cool, but you got to think about it. You go from who they have coming off the bench, Jordan McLaughlin and Monte Morris. You turn that to Rob Dillingham, and who'd you have? Cal Anderson in goddamn who's another forward that bro? You turn into Terrence. Go look at Terrence Shannon Jr. in Illinois, bro. Minnesota is bro. They cooked. Y'all think the Sixers getting past the second round? We need Butler, man. Of course, I think Sixers getting past the second round if Embiid is healthy. I don't think the only two teams I think could beat them are the Celtics and the Knicks, and both of them should be top seeds. So, yeah,
it's like they should get past the second round. Well, they should get past the second round, but to do that, they got to beat one of those teams. They should get past the second round because there's not anybody in the East that can really. There's only, in my opinion, 3-4 teams in the East. Miami, it all depends on Embiid's health. Miami, I just don't think Miami has the talent. They may feel like they do. I don't think Miami has the talent to compete with these top teams. I don't think the Pacers are going to be as good as they were this year. That's just me. The Magic will get better, but are they going to be good enough to beat the Sixers?
With the Magic, I think they another loser of free agency because you added KCP, but you lost Mo Wagner. People that watch the Magic know Mo Wagner was the heart and soul of their second unit, and he was a Celtic killer. He was always killing the Celtics. I think that's a big loss. I think KCP is a good signing, not a great signing, because KCP is not as good as Clay, who was linked to Orlando. He's not as good as Paul George, who was linked to Orlando. The Zach LaVine, like KCP, he's too much of a role player. If that makes sense, he's too much of just gonna, he's a better version of Gary Harris, and it's like that's not gonna swing too much. That's not gonna swing too much. Yeah, he's a better version.
A little bit. He's in the same level as about where Clay played last year.
Pacers got Siakam though. Ew, Siakam, man. He's cool. But KCP.
I just don't see the Pacers getting that much better.
Nah, the Pacers is not gonna be better than the Magic. Or so the top 5 teams, in my opinion, I think it's the Celtics. I think the Knicks, just in terms of the seeding, I think it's going to be the Celtics, the Knicks, the 76ers, the Magic, the Cavs. And I think the Pacers going to be right there just because they got a season-friendly team in play style. So I think they're going to be right there, but yeah.
I mean, Siakam, I'm not going to necessarily sleep on him. He's great, champion, play great in the playoffs. I just don't think as far as having the talent comparable and the level of growth to get better than some of these other teams, the Magic will have more growth in them. I will just bet right now the Magic will go further than the Pacers.
With the Heat will probably be the 7th seed like they are every year. The Bucks. The East is better than the West, bro. The East is better than the West, bro. I'm sorry. The East is better than the West right now. The West might be overall deeper, but the top 3 teams in the East are better. And then the East, you kind of got some depth. Yeah. Bam and Adebayo and Tyler, they cool. They go be a 7th seed. They cool.
I like they got a center for Bam to pair with Bam, but
I think that's one of the biggest. He was one of the biggest question marks in the draft. I don't know why they didn't get Dalton Connect. That was crazy to me. But I do think Khalil Ware, he's either gonna be great for Miami or he's gonna be absolute trash. I don't think it's gonna be no in between for Khalil Ware. I think Miami is either gonna make him or break him. So,
I actually agree. It's gonna be like Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, facts. Bucks got Giannis and Damian Lillard. I think they depth is absolutely terrible. A lot of people didn't like what they did in the draft. They added 2 young guys when they didn't get no ready-made players. I thought Baylor Shireman, who the Celtics got, he would have been perfect with Milwaukee. Baylor Shireman, I don't know if he gonna get minutes in Boston, but you got people like Bill Simmons, they loved him. I liked Creighton. I thought Creighton was always one of my favorite college teams to watch.
Mine
But
too.
Baylor Sharman could hoop, bro. So I don't know. Bucks they got AJ Johnson and Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith, he kind of give me LaMarcus Aldridge, new age LaMarcus Aldridge type vibes. He got a jumper on him, about 6'10", can score. So I like that pick. AJ Johnson, that was a terrible pick, bro. No offense to AJ Johnson. I'm glad he got in the first round, but that was a terrible pick, bro.
Okay.
Moving on. Now that the draft is over with, what are some of the standout bad and good rebuilds? I know a bad rebuild is Detroit, bro. Detroit just be sticking out like a sore thumb, bro. They have no spacing. I like some of the players. I love Ron Holland. Ron Holland is my favorite player that came out this draft. I think he like a Jaylen Brown type athlete with a De'Aaron Fox type first step, and I think he can get the Herb Jones level defense. Mm-hmm.
I don't disagree with that.
He played center and power forward at Duncanville. His first year playing on the wing with G League Ignite, he averaged damn near 20 points as one of the youngest players in the draft, bro.
Detroit got some athletes, so they are very athletic. They need shooting. And so I know Dalton Connect's a little older, but I would have maybe invested in Connect for them. But I mean, Ron Holland was a good pick for them. I guess if he develops a jumper too, he'll be home run pick. It's just I know they got shooting with Tim Hardaway and Tobias Harris, which a lot of people got mad at them for signing Tobias Harris, $26 million, 2 years. But
that's a good thing. He can shoot.
I think it's a good thing. He can shoot. He'll help them, be a veteran presence. And I think in that kind of role where he's not necessarily like there's not going to be as much pressure on him in Detroit. He can just hoop. And so I think he'll actually have a better year this year.
Yeah, he, empty stats. Cool. Get his jump shots up. Tim Hardaway gonna be out the league by the end of the he gonna be out the league, man. I'm sorry. I love Tim Hardaway, bro. I think Tim Hardaway was one of my favorite players to watch when he was at college. When it was him and Trey Burke, when they made a miraculous run to the championship, they lost. But that team, that Michigan team, him and Trey Burke, that was my favorite backcourt in college. But Tim Hardaway, say it's over with, dog. That jumper ain't falling. It ain't falling like it used to. No, bro, stop.
I mean, we'll see. I hope he bounced back, but
Okay, who's in the worst situation? Washington, Detroit, Portland, or Utah?
For me, it's Washington. I have no words for what they. I don't know what they trying to do, and I know a lot of it. They took a swing, a really big swing, and they missed with this Jordan Poole deal. Of course, that was just year one, so he has a chance to grow and improve on that. Kyle Kuzma, he's cool, but does he really fit your plans as far as taking your team to that next level? They just traded their star, Denny Avdia, for Malcolm Brogdon and 2 picks, a 14 pick. They got Bud Carrington and a 2029 pick. No, Denny Avdia is on a great contract. He'll make $11 million in 3 years. That's ridiculous that you trade away a young, developing 24-year-old like that, and you don't get that much back. I would have got one young guy along with the picks. That's just me.
I'm gonna say this about the Wizards real quick because first I kind of like it, bro. This what I will say about the Wizards because I don't know what they gonna do with Kuzma and Poole, but the young guys they got, I heard people clowning them because they should have been blew it up, and the fact they got 3 young guys after this draft is absolutely funny. They ended up with Keyshawn George, their big wing out of Miami. They ended up with Bub Carrington. I love Bub Carrington. They ended up with Alex Sarr. I think what they are trying to do is be one of the worst teams in the league and get your role players out the way. Kind of like what Orlando did before they got Paolo. Yeah, when you look at Franz Wagner, you look at Cole Anthony, you look at some of these guys by themselves, it looks like trash. But then what if the Wizards end up with Ace Bailey? Now you have Ace Bailey, Bilal Koulibaly. Now you have Alex Sarr. You got pieces around a guy who could be a star and everything from there. So I have no problem loading up on role players in a role player draft before the star draft come. And I think that's what it was more about. Let's load up on these young players and let's hope we can get in that top 2 or 3 to get one of the bona fide stars that can hopefully come in like Paolo, and we have enough around them that's young enough and we can do something. So I really don't have no problem with the Wizards because what else was they go do? They ain't in position to do nothing else. And they're going to be one of the worst teams. So regardless of what happened, they're going to be one of the worst teams. So it's nothing too much. Utah. They signed who?
Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, he's not going to help them win.
Okay, yeah, I see your point, yeah.
And then that way you can play Alex Sarr at the 4, probably slide Kyle Kuzma to the 3 because Alex Sarr can't handle 5s right now. So I think that's okay.
I like that, yeah.
Now when we talking about Utah, I think Utah is the most confusing just because it's like I'm hearing they listening to offers on Lauri Markkanen. So, and then they got a lot of guys that's kind of remind me of each other. So it's like I don't know too much direction with Utah. Who's gonna be the star? Like, what is the system gonna be? Because I feel like they had more direction last year than they gonna have coming into this year. We didn't see Walker Kessler actually play meaningful minutes like he was supposed to last year. So it's like, what direction is Utah going in? I think Utah's in a more weird situation than Washington, in my opinion. How you feeling about Utah right now?
I think Utah, yeah, they're in that, like, they have some young guys, they have some young talent, but they don't have, the enough of like the high quality young talent that could really solidify your future. And so it's a matter of, do they want to commit to finding that guy, or do they believe, okay, we have Lauri, we can build around him and go from there, but they're never going to be necessarily as bad enough. They have to make moves, they have to make trades, and then that's uncertain. So I feel like if they're going to have to pick a direction. You get off Lauri, you get a bunch of picks. Mikal got 5, Lauri can get you 5, and you go from there.
Right.
Or you have to take some swings, make some trades, and get some and find him another ready-made star.
What would you do?
Me personally, I do like Lauri a lot, but the fact that you could probably get about 5 picks from him, that's pretty valuable. If I could get 5 picks and a decent young guy, I probably do that, move in that direction. I built Keontae George. They get Hendricks or Taylor Hendricks. They actually had a pretty good draft. They got Filipowski, they got Collier, they got another guy I really like too. But I mean, they had a decent draft, but it's still they still have some
Cody Williams.
Yeah, Cody Williams. That's right. They still have some pieces that they need to fill in my opinion, before, they're really, you look at, oh, that's a good young core,
At this point, because these next 2 draft classes gonna be really good. I don't know if nobody been paying attention to U17. My goodness. The Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey draft. Then after that, you go have the Cameron Boozer, AJ the Bouncer draft. So it's a legit, I'm gonna say 5 to 6 bona fide guys that I can see as all NBA guys coming out in the next 2 drafts. You have Cooper Flag, you have Ace Bailey, and potentially either Dylan Harper or VJ Edgecombe. Then the next year, you got AJ DeBouncer, you got Cameron Boozer, and potentially Cole Pete. So me personally, if I was a team, I think I'll be going all in just because in the next 2 years, it's not just one guy. It's about 3 to 5 guys that I can get that I think could be the guy. So it's no point in playing around with Lauri Markkanen because he's only gonna get older. So the asset go depreciate, and you trying to build around
They
him.
put
I
him on
would
the trading
trade him.
block. He on the trading block.
So yeah, but I'm saying it's about time to go on push that button, bro. But
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think Utah is probably in the weirdest situation. I think Detroit is in the worst situation
I don't
because you
think
got a guy
Utah's
that
in
you
that
just.
bad of a spot.
I mean, if you don't pick a direction, you are.
Huh?
It's
That's
going on 3 years now.
Well, I think they're probably looking at what you're talking about. Is they're probably looking at this next draft, and they probably gonna try to, cause bro, they stocking up on these picks. Let's just go ahead and call it what it is. They stocking up on picks, and I think that's kind of just what they've been on these last couple of years. I think, they see that, we have an asset in Lauri Markkanen, but there's only so much you can put around him. I don't think they've built the right team around him. And I just feel like it would be a lot easier for them to let him move on, bring in another haul of picks. So now you done got picks from him. You're gonna have picks from Donovan Mitchell. You're gonna have picks from Rudy Gobert. With those three, with the assets you got from them three players alone, I think if they have the right people in place, that they should definitely be able to make some moves because they in the West. You're not going with the roster currently constructed. I just don't really know what you could add that would elevate you to actual playoff contention right now.
So they in a better spot than you would say Toronto.
I think Toronto. I think they're trying to be where Toronto is as far as just rebuilding their team. But Toronto is still kind of shaky just with the pieces they got, in my opinion.
I think Toronto probably
but
outside of the
Toronto is in a
Wizards, they
place.
probably the worst situation too.
Well, Toronto was in a place where they wanna go forward with old boy. So I mean, if I don't too much care for it, but at least they showing some type of commitment to something. Like if
But that's what I'm saying. The commitment is to Scotty Barnes and Emmanuel Quickly. They damn near 300 some M's between those two. That's crazy.
Right. And I think the only reason why you can get away with doing it over there is because they in the East. You're not going to get away with committing to them two niggas in the Western Conference. You know what I'm saying? Because you just not. Because the way I'm just looking at it, the East is like the only two teams that you can just say are just really up and coming right now is the Pacers and the Knicks. Miami, we don't know what the fuck they gonna look like next year. They've been kind of disappointed. They was disappointing last year. I mean, I know Jimmy was hurt, but it's like they don't never, like, for whatever reason, Miami never lands no big time free agents for whatever reason.
I don't think have they been having money? Because I think they've been trying to get trades. I don't think Miami been having money like that.
I mean,
I don't know if it's been money or because I think free agents should go there.
I don't think it's a money thing, dog. They just, when it comes to just trading for some of these players, they just don't have the assets, and the real asset that they had to move was Tyler Hero, and they just did not want to move off that man. And I get you, Tyler Hero is a great talent, but nigga, I'm not finna hold my franchise back from no goddamn Tyler Hero, man.
So we talking about rebuilding teams, Chris, like who's in a better or worse situation. We talked about Utah. We talked about Washington.
I think Utah is, man. Like I said, if they do the right thing with them picks, man, they got all the assets in the goddamn world. Get what you're gonna get for Lord, and man, because I mean, you would know more about this than I would. I don't know what these next couple of drafts are gonna look like, right? And then on top of that, there's always superstar players looking to get moved. They get picked off their team or whatever. He's moving pieces. So I definitely feel like
Utah
these
is
next
a star.
this you say what?
Utah kind of is like an OKC. You gotta draft you a star.
You have to
You not finna,
draft your star. You're not gonna get. I mean, the last person that they was able to bring in there like big time was Chris Paul. They had to go. They had to go get him. You know what I'm saying? For that 1 year that the first they went to the
you breaking up, Chris, bro. What's going on with you today, dog?
what?
You breaking up?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, nigga, I'm out here in Forney in the goddamn boonies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
But
know.
I think
But yeah, I just feel
underrated
like
rebuilding
the
team is
same thing.
Portland.
I said the same thing about Utah. When they traded Donovan Mitchell, I'm like, boy, they got all the goddamn picks in the world. Now we're going to see what that front office is going to do with them. So they still in that process of stacking up them picks. But after this offseason, so we, pretty much at the next year, that's when we gonna really just start seeing improve because they're not gonna be good next year. They already talking about getting Laurie Marketing up out of there. They're not gonna be good. No, whoever you bring in for them is just some bridge guys until you get into the next year's draft, and then from there we're gonna see how you draft, how you use these assets, how you move them around. Shit, we see what New York did with their picks and all the pieces they brought in, and they still got picks left over. They still got picks left over. What did they do? They signed Jalen Brunson in free agency. They bought in all them extra pieces after that first year. And then this year after this, okay, we see some real potential with this team. What they do with them picks, they go get Mikal Bridges. Let's see if Utah will make the right free agent signs over the next couple of years, and then we can say whether or not they did what they were supposed to do. Because, nigga, I don't even need I know the boys got at least 10 to 15 picks. Just sitting on picks. And if they get some more for that nigga marketing, they have no reason why they should not be one of the top teams as far as moving pieces around the next 5 years. I'd be trying to get everybody. KD, you want to come to Utah?
Pick. Cool, but if I'm looking at it like this, because we ain't talked about Portland yet, because we already kind of talked about Toronto. They don't really have picks, and then they young talent is not all that in my opinion. Portland, the most underrated rebuilding
they got
team.
some picks off of that Dame Lillard trade, but it's just.
He talking about Toronto.
I
said Toronto don't got no picks really, and they got not that great young talent.
Nah, because they didn't really get that much for that nigga Siakam, did they?
Not really. So I think Toronto is in a worse situation than Utah in.
Yeah, Toronto, because Toronto don't have a lot of picks, and it's like because Toronto, like, this is their team, like. This is not like they in no rebuilding thing. Like, this is your team. You're not in a rebuild. This is the best that you have to offer.
Yeah.
What about Portland? Let's talk about Portland now. Because Portland, like Simons, Shaden Sharp. I think
I like Anthony Simons. I like Shaden Sharp. That team is just a bunch of they'd be good on a blacktop.
But then you brought in Denny Avia. You brought in Denny Avia.
You got Donovan Clingan. I like what they did.
Clingan. Clingan is one of the most overrated players in the draft. What does he go? What does he do? What does he do?
Defend at a high level. He defends at a high level, and he's a big bruising finisher.
I'm not sold on Donovan Clingan, bro. And for him to go top, what did he go? Like 6, 7?
He went 7.
Too rich for my blood. Clingan and Zach Edey. This how you know this draft was terrible. For them to go top 10 like that is crazy. Them dudes can't move worth a damn. I don't care what nobody says.
Clingan?
They can't move good enough. No, they can't move good enough, bro.
Clingan?
Say dog. He can move a little bit, but no, bro. Stop it.
Man, I actually like
Clingan ain't swinging nothing for Portland, bro.
Say, man, I would have taken Clingan if I was the Hawks.
And number one,
they're probably at number 1, but nah.
Lord,
he's a fit. He's a fit wise. Yes.
Donovan Clingan, say, bro. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say Donovan Clingan kind of sucked, bro.
DJ, you gonna be
what's his stat line gonna be, Chris? What's his stat line gonna be?
Dude, it's not about the stat line. It's about was Walker Kessler a great rookie?
He didn't go top 10. He went second round.
I'm saying Donovan, but if you did a redraft, he would be in the first round. I'm saying Donovan Clingan can do exactly what Walker Kessler did coming in and be that high level defender as a center.
Walker Kessler in his second year came off the bench.
Walker Kessler faced injuries after that.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Clingan is a good, solid role player, but for him to go 7, I gotta look at him as a 7th overall pick. For a 7th overall pick, dude, not all that, bro.
All right.
Like, say, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Can I keep it a buck real? Can I just keep it real? White people went crazy about Reed Shepherd and Donovan Clingan because they was white, bro. Like, let's just keep it a buck. Them dudes is good, but that was, come on, bro.
Now you don't believe in Reed Shepherd?
Neither one of them dudes is better than Dalton Connect, bro.
You just made a whole video about you made a video about both of them.
I like Reed Shepherd.
I'm saying you made a whole video about Reed Shepherd, and now
bro, Bill Simmons, Jay Billis, and all these dudes, they just happy they got him one, bro. It's cool. I mean, respect to them. Respect to them. Like, real talk. Respect to them. But say it all. If Reed Shepherd was black doing all this, man, they talk about him like Bronny, bro.
What?
No, I'm just playing, but he's all right. He's all right. Like, they both are pretty good. I think Reed Shepherd go be better than Clingan. I think Dalton Connect go be better than Clingan, bro. Clingan is a big that got no post moves, can't really score like that, no jumper, can't switch. It's a lot he can't do, bro. So, for a 7th overall pick, I'm looking at him like that in. But I do like Shaden Sharp, Ant Simons. They put Denny Avia around them. You still got Jeremy Grant, DeAndre Ayton, so you got pieces to trade. Scoot Henderson might just have to be a spark off the bench.
He can't get better.
He can, but he got to do it. And if he get better, he's still a long way to go. He was that bad.
I'm not gonna lie, Scoot. The way we was talking about, people were talking about him before the draft. He has to come a long way to justify them talks, and I don't know if he will. But he was supposed to be a shoo-in point guard prospect.
If was a fifth.
I remember we had the most disappointing player, and we almost threw Scoot up in there, but
Scoot say dog, it couldn't have went worse for him personally, bro. It just couldn't have. I think he go be good. Hopefully, not even good. I think he go be solid contributor. He got to show me he go be good, but I think he could still be a solid contributor. I think Shaden Sharp and Anthony Simons have to stay healthy, bro. For them two to be that young, and for them to already both be dealing with those type of injuries. The most exciting part about Portland is Shaden Sharp and Anthony Simons. They don't play. Them dudes don't play. So availability, the best ability, and they two best and most promising young players have not played. But when they play, Portland has been in some of these games. They was in a lot of these games last year, bro. It was a very competitive team. We seen Anthony Simons be a closer. We seen Shaden Sharp just be the best athlete in the NBA, bro. Mm-hmm. So they got some talent. DeAndre Ayton started to actually come around once he got a bed or whatever they said happened with him. So they got some talent over there. They still got Rob Will, Jeremy Grant. So they got young talent and they got vets, and I think they still got picks. So I think Portland's in a good situation. If I would have to rank situations now that we're talking about it, from best to worst, I would say, help me out here, Chris. I think Portland in the best situation, just in terms of picks, young talent, and actual roster and vets.
I would not be mad if you put Portland number 1.
Who would be 2? Because you still have Detroit is rebuilding. I'm not gonna call Spurs a rebuild no more just because they kind of got a generational talent and they kind of in their own little situation. We gotta see what they want.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you Spurs, we talk about these 14 down here. Number 2, I might say. I know I was saying Utah was like, or I might say I was clowning the Wizards, but I really might say Detroit.
The best rebuilding situation right now? Second best?
All right, I'll move Detroit. I'm the only thing is I'm not putting Detroit last.
I mean, that's cool, but I can't put them second because first you just tied yourself in the cage, and then you got like guys that you can't really do nothing with because you just signed. Well, I ain't just say just signed, you just drafted them. I don't think they'll move. They probably could move off Ivy, but they got Jalen Duren over there. They got Ivy. They got Asar Thompson, Ron Holland. They look all good as individual pieces, but as a collective, as a unit,
You don't like
this couldn't be
Sasser?
worse. Marcus Sasser, cool. He's a role player though. They're core guys. They core 4 guys. Who do you think they core 4 guys are? Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, Ron Holland, Asar Thompson, and
Ivy.
Ivy. So it's like that core 5 of younger. That's I don't like how they're set up.
I guess you could say Detroit. I was saying Detroit just because they have a lot of young talent, and I like Duren a lot personally. Yes, you tying yourself down to Cade, but depending on what you put around Cade, maybe he won't have to do as much, and he can just facilitate more. As far as being the guy, no, I don't think. I think Cade is point guard kind of Tatum. He needs people around him, but he's not gonna be. He's not going to be the guy that elevates or takes his team to that next level. You know what I'm saying? So, if
I like that. Cade is guard Tatum. I love it.
You put the right, young pieces, young talent around him. Maybe he can help elevate that team or make them, get them to where they need to be. But that's just me.
I'm only knocking Detroit though, Chris, because of the fit of the young talent, not the young talent itself.
Okay.
Because first of all, I think Cade is probably outside of him and Scotty Barnes is tied for some of the worst young number ones. Like I'm not trying to be mean, but they tied like the worst number 1 options. So but then you look at the talent, the collection of talent, it just don't fit well together. Can you just imagine if Asar Thompson, Ron Holland, Jalen Duren, Cade Cunningham, and Jaden Ivey all on the court at the same time? That just you see how they'll kind of make you be like, Lord, the spacing you can see it already. It's gonna be bad. Yeah. So it's like it's not just the talent; it's how they fit together. That's why they so low.
But that way, Ron Holland going to be back playing power forward again.
I mean, you got Tobias Harris over there. They a playoff team.
Stop it. So we got Portland, you got Detroit. I guess I'll let it slide.
I'll move Detroit down.
I think
say Utah then. You like the Wizards.
Okay, I'll say Utah.
Y'all trying to say who in the best situation right now, like for a rebuild or what?
Yeah.
You like Wizards at 2, don't you?
Yeah, low key, bro.
I mean, I'm not mad at you. I like Koulibaly. I really do. And then, getting Sar and then having the ability, to put themselves in a position to get a top guy next year.
I only would like Wizards if they get a top guy. If they don't get a top guy, I think it will be very disgusting. But they're ready made to get a top guy because they go have dudes that we know are role players. Like we don't have to be, is he at this? Is he at that? We know Koulibaly is a role player. We know Sar is a role player. But I think those two by themselves, Koulibaly, because the way how versatile he is on defense, Alex Sar, how versatile he is on defense. You got you a point of attack defender that's 3-and-D, and then you got you a big that's mobile and switchable rim protector. Like those two things in itself. If you get you an Ace Bailey and you got you a Koulibaly and an Alex Sar, that go propel the young core in terms of the rankings. So that's why I kind of like. And then you got still assets to trade in Cal Kuzma and Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
And Malcolm Brogdon. So I put them in 3. Because Utah, you guaranteed still got Keontae and them. You got Keontae and them, then you got Lloyd Market, and then you already have a lot of picks. So I'll say Portland, Utah, Detroit. It is Washington, but
it's dependent because Washington could. The Detroit could get out there and just look terrible. This is another thing. Are you mad at the JB Bickerstaff signing?
I'm pissed. I ain't gonna lie, that shit pissed me off.
why?
Like,
Why?
not so much for him because you shouldn't have got fired in the first goddamn place.
I think they set him up for failure.
I just hate that part. That's my part right there because I'm like, okay, come on, man. Like, if y'all gonna hire him, Detroit, I just need y'all to at least give my man some time because the way that Cleveland did him was just disgusting.
Yeah. The way that he was done in Cleveland was actually really bad. There's no way he should have been fired for a situation he couldn't really control, and he overperformed. He outperformed his expectations based on what happened, as far as guys being injured, guys not toughening out through injuries and stuff like that. Missing having a lot of guys out the rotation throughout the year. The top guy was out half the season, and he still got them into a decent position to playoff, won a playoff series. So I don't necessarily think that he should have been fired. And so him coming to a situation like Detroit, yeah, it could be some problems though. So that's just how I feel. I think him going to Detroit, yes, Detroit will have a lot of young guys. Yes, Detroit will, as long as they allow him the freedom, to build that team.
I'm right now that I hope Detroit in the next 2 years get themselves into a play-in or playoff spot and beat the dog shit out of Cleveland.
That would be great. He just needs time with Cleveland. They can't be,
and that's fine. You can't. You just don't do the Cleveland route. I mean, like, oh, nigga get beat in the playoffs, and shit, y'all ain't even have a chance against these dudes. Your people was hurt.
Yeah, he needs time in Detroit. He can't just get 2 years and gone.
I would say, bro.
My thing with Detroit, y'all gave Monty Williams all that money for what?
That was a different regime, though. It's a regime change. The dude that was running the Detroit before the new guy was stupid. That's all it was. That dude was dumb. He made, bro, you could see it in his picks, and then you could see it in his free agent moves, and then you could see it in who he hired as the coach. Troy Weaver was an idiot. I think he ended up on he's somewhere with the Wizards or something now. The fact that he got a job that quick after the debacle in Detroit. Detroit been bad for how long now? So I just think he was an idiot. And I think if you coming in and you a new guy in Detroit, say, dog, I wouldn't have wanted Monty Williams either. I don't care about that money. It's the same thing with a divorce sometimes. Sometimes, man, I don't give a damn about that money. I just want I want a fresh start. I want some freedom. And Monty Williams, just how he carried himself, his lineups was trash. Man, that money, yeah, I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, give him that money. But sometimes, hey, get out of here. You can have the money. Bye.
Scram.
I'd rather have maybe bigger staff. That's a way better, just a way better coach. Now the roster could make JB Bickerstaff look like he ain't shit. No offense. Just because it don't fit. I don't think there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about that right now, but that's not his fault. Like I said, as long as they do right by him and give him a couple years, I'm all good with it.
Allow him. They need to allow some of these guys to be like, say, coach. I don't want him.
Stop micromanaging these dudes. Like, you nigga, you hired me for a reason. Now, if I just underperform, then do what you got to do. But goddamn. Leave if I'm nigga. I am at work. I have a job to do just like you. Leave me alone.
One thing I did want to touch on the Ja versus Maxey poll results. Did y'all see the poll results for Ja versus Maxey?
I did not.
Dang, man.
Say, bro. I'm trying to go
Getting
to
your
him.
victory lap on Ray.
Oh yeah, because Ray just swear up and down. I just be talking. But let me share my screen because this a good amount of this was a good amount of votes. This was a good amount of votes. I said, which player would you take right now, Ja Morant or Tyrese Maxey? 46 votes. Took Tyrese Maxey 59%, Ja Morant 41%. Are y'all surprised by the poll results?
I'm not. But of course, I think that was the whole point, who you see recent or whatever. But I just think Maxey deserves it. He's been better. He's played, better lately. And, Ja Morant hasn't done anything. He's been great, but he hasn't been so extraordinarily greater than Maxey that I have to take him even after he's missed a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what does Ja Morant do? Okay, let me paint the picture. The only thing Ja Morant got going in his favor is that he's the number one guy. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Tyrese Maxey game is better. The only thing Ja Morant does better than Tyrese Maxey as a basketball player is pass. Like, he dunk and he more athletic, but the way we look at athleticism, Tyrese Maxey, just when you talk about speed, that's athleticism too. When you can say Maxey just as fast as Ja Morant, just as quick, but in terms of overall basketball game, Maxey is better. He shoots better. He defends better. Not saying too much. Like, he's just better. He's a better basketball player, bro. Ja Morant jump shot is broke, and he one of the worst defenders in the league.
Dang.
So I really thought it was easy. No offense to Ja Morant, but I don't know. I just think sometimes for people it'd be hard to gauge a number one option versus a number two option. But when your number two option is Tyrese Maxey and he getting just as much as Ja Morant has ever got in terms of points, hey, dude averaging 26, 27 points as a second option? Come on, bro.
I mean, as a second
and
option.
I think how he played against the Knicks in the playoffs is just as good as we ever seen Ja Morant in the playoffs. So, yes. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. So, yeah. This is my victory lap on Ray. Victory lap on Ray.
Keep playing. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, he's going to be back to defend. He's going to be back to defend himself.
The thing with Ja Morant is he just gotta get better as a shooter, bro. And he gotta be a better. It's like he ain't got a lot of holes in it, bro.
The defense thing probably gonna get too much better, but he's gonna be better at shooting over time. We see it happen with all these athletic dudes all the time.
But by the time he gets good at shooting, is the athleticism gonna be on? Because that's what we see a lot of times too. By the time Vince Carter knew how to shoot, not Vince Carter, he could always kind of shoot. I'm gonna say Jason Kidd. By the time Jason Kidd could shoot, he couldn't run no more.
I mean, that's cool, but that still allowed him to stay in the league. He developed.
That's not cool. When you athletic, be athletic.
What I am saying is this: that's what all these athletic guys, if they try to stay in the league, they all try to develop a shot. Like, yeah, you could say J. Kidd did it after he couldn't run up and down the court the way he used to no more, but he still did enough to keep his ass in the league and win a chip. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he got to be shooting like 40% from three, but you give me 36, 37% for Ja, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that every day. And
but
I don't think that's
now.
And that's not I don't think you do. Like, yes, you need him to start working on it now. You need him to start working on it now, but I don't need to see that next year. He's still athletic enough to still, huh?
That's what I'm saying. That's the biggest difference between him and Maxey, the shooting. Because
but see,
if
the
you
thing
look
that I
at how
don't like is
Maxey
when we get to
scored,
these. But the thing I don't like about when we get to talking about these numbers, like, yeah, that black and white is cool, but like actually looking at the game, he still scores the basketball. Like, yeah, like he still is giving me what I want my number one option to give me as the number one option. He's still the best player on the floor a lot of times, depending on who he's playing. And
I don't
sometimes he
like
might be
being
the
able to
second.
stag off a point guard. That's just disgusting to me.
You said what?
I don't
DJ,
like
a
being
lot
able
of
to
point
sag
guards
off
can't
a point
guard.
guard. It's disgusting. At 6'2", 6'3",
A lot of point
that's
guards
disgusting.
can't. But I mean,
just feel like
he makes
Josh
up
still
for it,
has
and
a
he's
lot of
got
other good.
he's been getting better.
The only reason
he's shown
right now
improvement
to where Josh still good enough right now with what he's doing to where he has time to develop that shot. It don't need to be next year now. If we look at this like next 2-3 years and that 3-point shot is still ass, then yeah, say something about it. But right now he is still good enough to lead them to a playoff run. If he stays healthy, he can still lead them to a thing. Because I'm not finna sit here and act like I just didn't see this man in the playoffs 2 years ago and he got hurt and that's the reason why the Golden State beat him. Like I'm not gonna act like I did not see that happen. Like that nigga was jumping, like was literally trying to kill them boys, and he just ended up getting hurt. And that's really his main issue with me. I just want him to stay healthy. I'm not worried about his action. I just need him to stay on the court.
But say, bro, Ja Morant shot 28% from three, bro, and 31% the year before. Like, that is terrible for my point guard, bro.
He's getting better.
I'm not saying that it's not bad. I'm just saying he still has time to get it better. Because I just don't feel like that's something that he was just really worried about working on. And sometimes that's what some of these young dudes do. They're like, well, this is what got me here. Why don't I need to work on that? But clearly he knows now. Now, whether he decides that he wants to work on it or not, that's on him.
Can I tell you why it mattered though, Chris? The fact that Ja Morant is in the same category now as Maxey and De'Aaron Fox. These are not 2 years ago we wouldn't dare say Tyrese Maxey and goddamn De'Aaron Fox.
The only reason why we having this conversation is because all this dumbass trouble that Ja done got into because he getting hurt. Because
he's getting caught.
It's not because of his play on the court.
Caught basketball wise too, bro. It's not just.
That's the only reason why, because we haven't seen
it.
To me, it's the recency bias, bro. I think that's where that conversation starts to fall because we have not been able to see him. If we realistically go back to the last 2 years that Ja played, can we honestly say that we can easily say that Ja was better than Tyrese Maxey and De'Aaron Fox? At least I can. I don't know about y'all, but the last 2 years, full seasons he played, even when he got hurt in the playoffs, I'm not going to sit here and say that De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Maxey was better than him at that time. We just haven't seen him. That's the only reason why this conversation being had.
I understand what you're saying, because that's a fair point. But I'm still saying this. Ja Morant, best season, when we did see him, he was at 27 points a game. I'm saying De'Aaron Fox and Maxey are there. That's where they at. His best season is where they are currently at. I'm saying the pressure is on now. I get what you're saying. But you saying he has time. I'm saying no, he don't. Because basketball stop. That's what people think. I understand the situation he in, but that ain't nobody fault, but he is.
Ja led his team to a second seed, and he did well in the playoffs.
And then they was the worst team in the league last year because of all his off the court drama and him getting.
But that's
hurt.
not on the court.
I'm not saying
that's not him as a player.
Him as a player, he gets hurt a lot. He came back. He got hurt. I'm saying it all matters. You can't compartmentalize stuff because it all matters. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he's still getting caught regardless of what's going on. You see what I'm saying? It's not the fact that this happened, that happened. I'm saying he's still getting caught. You went from future face of the league to now you getting debated with Tyrese Maxey and losing, and you down there with De'Aaron Fox. No offense to them because they still good players, but I'm saying you see how quick things change. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's hard to just say, oh, he got time. Hey, you better come on with it, bro. We see these windows close fast. We thought OKC was gonna be the next dynasty after they met Miami. Shit happens, bro. That's all. I just thought it was interesting that Tyrese Maxey won a poll against Ja Morant. I didn't think it was gonna happen. And he won kind of convincingly.
Like I said, I still just niggas cause nigga we ain't seen this nigga Ja. I feel like if we actually got a full season, well, of course not a full season, but the rest of them games that Ja was able to play, I don't think this conversation's even being had.
But Chris, like always, what happened? It wasn't just a suspicion. He came back. Then what happened?
I know he got hurt, but what I'm saying is if he played the rest of the season, I don't think we're having this conversation.
He don't finish seasons. He don't finish playoffs. Not only is he bullshitting off the court, on the court, he can't stay healthy too. That's a part of the problem too. That's what I'm saying. I get what y'all saying, but I'm saying he still has a history of getting hurt, not only being an idiot.
He said, I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying he is an idiot and he gets hurt
all the time. Every time we say something about Ja Morant, it's like, man, he was hurt. Or hey, man, he got in trouble. like, you know, at some point, you keep doing stuff like that, you get caught by Tyrese Maxey. That way went from face of the league to we don't know if he's better than Tyrese Maxey, bro. That's crazy. That's all.
Yeah,
he did fuck me in my fantasy though. I held that nigga for all that time just for his ass to get hurt again.
And he got hurt off camera. He got hurt in practice. That boy got hurt in practice. So it's like that's crazy. But
yeah.
Any team y'all worried about outside of Golden State, that shit went viral. But any team outside of Golden State that y'all worried about, I said Denver. That was my pick because they lost KCP.
I'm worried about Denver because who they lose again?
KCP.
Yeah, I'm worried about Denver because I mean people tried to act like them losing Bruce Brown. Who was that other old dude that they lost last year? Everybody tried to make like that wasn't no big deal, but you kind of see how it did. I mean, Joker is still gonna be joking. He's still gonna be the best player on the court at all times. But I just feel like they losing a lot of their depth, and especially with KCP getting out of there, I think you're losing some shooting. So I'm worried about Denver. I'm worried about Miami. I mean, I'm not too much worried about the Clippers. I still think they got enough to be all right. But
well, hold on. You said you worried about Miami. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm
Why
worried
you worried
about Miami. I just don't feel like they done made no real ground-shaking moves, and that's been kind of the problem with me with them for the last couple of years. I mean, who they added? Kyle White. Kyle. The last name that they added was Kyle Lowry, dog. Like
Terry Rozier. They added Terry Rozier. He was hurt.
Oh well, yeah, they did add Terry Rozier, but he got hurt.
And then Jimmy Butler was hurt.
I still, but
they
even
looked good against the Celtics with everything. Your two best scorers out. They looked pretty solid, bro. It's the health.
I still just feel like they need one more just piece. Like not even necessarily like you need. Like I mean, I already told you how I feel like Paul George would have been a damn good move for them to try to make to go get him. But it sounded like that 76er thing was already something that he kind of had on his mind. But shit, I wouldn't have been mad if they went and got Clay. Like I feel like they could have used Clay. I just feel like Miami needs more scoring. And the only reason why I feel like Clay would have been straight over there is because they're already a great defensive team. They don't need Clay for his defense. They need Clay to shoot. So I feel like they kind of missed out on those two right there because I really thought that Clay was looking for a lot more money. I'm really shocked that all he got was $3 for $50 million. So that's just
he took less.
Yeah, and well, shit, he took less. I be telling motherfuckers about playing in Dallas, in Texas, and Florida. You could take a little less, and you ain't got to worry about half your fucking check going to the government.
Yeah.
Okay, so what other teams you said you was worried about? Because you said Miami.
I said Miami.
Denver.
I said Denver, and I said the Clippers should be okay. But man, what was that last team I just fucking said? Well, mainly them two, Miami and Denver, and like I said, the Clippers still got enough pieces to where they should be okay. So I ain't too worried about them. But them my main two right there is Miami and Denver.
Okay, Chris, who you worried about?
You could be a little bit worried about the Lakers, just because.
I don't give a damn about them niggas.
Bro, they was never nothing, bro.
Okay,
But keep going, my bad. Keep going.
nah, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, we cut him off dirty. The Lakers.
My bad. Go ahead, bro.
nah, y'all good. Y'all good. But like, just because they missed out on a lot of free agents, they missed out on a lot of guys that they were supposed to trade for, and so everybody. Not that you have much expectations for a team that brought a guy from podcasting to be their head coach, and their two best players. One, he wasn't injury prone this last season, but he has had a history in the past. And then your second best star is 40 years old. So of course, of course, everybody always has high expectations for the Lakers. This year, I don't know if I will.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I ain't got no expectations for them dudes this year.
Yeah, I really did have no expectations.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, because it's because we all know about the Bronny thing and everything like that, but it's like there were literally no talks about any type of basketball moves outside of getting that boy on that team, and that's my whole problem with it. That's my whole problem.
Crazy. Well,
the only
at the last
thing
minute, LeBron tried to get Clay out there, but
yeah.
Well, Nick, but you spend so much time trying to get your homeboy and your son on the team that you forgot you gotta win basketball games.
That's a good point, bro.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like, you wait till the last minute, you wait till the very last second to try to get. Nigga, we knew Clay wasn't gonna be doing shit. We knew Clay was gonna be going before the goddamn playoffs started, man. We knew he was.
And he said he would have took a discount to stay in California.
Come on, man. He talking about the dude, right? He ain't got to move. He ain't got to move shit out his house. He can keep his house. All he got to do is just find a little rent spot out there, and you fucked it up because you too busy worried about trying to get your homeboy and your.
Get your homeboy as the coach and your son on the team. You wasn't focused on free agents.
Wasn't focused on free agents. Too busy worried about that bullshit.
Nah, Chris, that's a valid point, bro. Bro, Chris, hold on.
He just said he's gonna take a pay cut, so he ain't worried about he trying to take a pay cut for them.
But I'm saying,
LeBron should have.
If you think about the focus of the Lakers all season, it wasn't about actually getting better, bro.
It wasn't about basketball, bro. It wasn't. They did that fake ass head coach search, thinking they was really finna get that boy from UConn, giving him that bullshit ass offer. Just trying to steer from the fact like, oh no, we're not gonna get JJ Redick. We really trying to go out here and get a legit coach. You lied. You did that shit just to make it look like you was doing something, dog. We done seen JB, nigga. If you really wanted to get a good coach, nigga, JB Bickerstaff was sitting out there waiting on you. And all these other coaches this nigga went from coaching 4th grade to the goddamn league, man. That's the shit that pisses me off.
Bro, that's a good point.
I don't give too much a damn about him bringing his son on, but that shit right there is nasty work. Nasty work. I don't give a damn how much X's and O's you talk in front of a goddamn camera. You need to have been on the sideline doing it. You ain't even been an assistant coach doing nothing. You really came from coaching 4th grade basketball, talking on camera, and that got you a job as a head coach in the NBA. Only the Lakers, bro. Only the Lakers.
And stop it. And Chris, I know what you're gonna say. JJ Redick, he knows basketball. He's playing the league. I know for a fact.
Playing and coaching is two different things.
I wasn't gonna say.
And I know for a fact he's nowhere near Steve Nash in terms of basketball IQ. And Steve Nash was terrible. Yeah, okay. That's a good bro. Steve Nash literally went from doing nothing to coaching, and he was I can say he's probably top 3 greatest point guards to ever play from what I've seen.
But they're not all meant to be coaches. Terrible. They are not all meant to be coaches. That shit is not easy. You got to deal with.
JJ Redick wasn't even a point guard. He was a damn shooting guard.
You got to deal with
that
12
don't
to
matter.
13. Yes, you got to deal with 12 to 13 different grown ass men, different egos, and bro, that shit is not easy. And then picking your staff, getting all these, bro, that shit ain't no walk in the goddamn park. He ain't even been on a sideline as a coach, let alone college, not even goddamn high school. Can we get this nigga in AAU before we just start throwing out head coaching jobs?
Didn't even have an AAU team, bro.
Come on,
Sean Cotton from Say Cheese got an AAU team.
y'all just like we're not finna sit here like that's why I'm sorry, bro. Y'all, the people gonna try to do that LeBron bullshit all they want to. That nigga had everything to do with all this shit, dog. Nigga, why the hell like y'all like are niggas really that sleep? Why you think he ain't signed after the end? You think that was on accident? If he really ain't had nothing to do with it, hell, he could have. The money
Okay,
ain't
who
the
else
problem.
Who else we worried about? Because we be on Lakers all damn niggas. That was some bullshit. That was a good point, Chris. But go ahead. Who else
You
you worried about?
you got Suns in the same boat as Lakers.
See, you worry about teams I wasn't even thinking about competing for championship, bro.
Oh, so you saying all the teams that's supposed to compete? Which one are you worried about?
But because
More,
last
I
year,
think he looking at more or less teams that like were competing that we feel may still have a chance, but after some of the moves that they done made, like hell no, like you're not getting back there. You're probably not getting back there for a minute, bro.
like I low key was gonna say Dallas, but it's like only because I feel like they got too unathletic, bro. Because
that's always been their problem, bro. When you go back and look at some of the teams that beat us that shouldn't, it's always because they've been more athletic than us.
Like Chris,
Like
I see what you're
go look
saying.
at the history of the
Athleticism is important.
Mavericks. Go look at the history of like the Luka Doncic led Mavericks, and you know we have always been unathletic as hell. Go look at some even sorry teams that beat us simply off of athleticism.
It's true, bro.
He's only
Golden
had a good
State.
team recently.
Golden State, we couldn't handle the
No,
athleticism
I'm
of
not
Andrew
saying
Wiggins,
good
bro.
team, Chris. I'm talking because he's gotten to the play. He's gotten to or been close to getting into the playoffs outside of last year. When of course we know what they was doing trying to get that pick. But I'm talking all the teams that Luka has had that have gotten to the playoffs or have been damn close. They have always been unathletic and just in the middle of the regular season. There's a lot of games that we lose that we have no business losing. It's just only because they have more athletic players on the other side. And their athleticism that gets us killed on the defensive end of the ball.
I
That's
think
all
you
I'm saying.
underestimating Josh Green and Derrick Jones Jr. what they used to do just straight off athleticism, getting the loose ball,
I'm not.
getting dunks and layup. But I'm saying you replacing it with people that's not as athletic as them, bro. Klay Thompson old as hell, bro. Najee Marshall won't be really contributing in a more effective way than Josh Green and Derrick Jones Jr. And he's not as athletic. He's athletic, but he's not as athletic. We're not going to see him catching lobs.
That's my only problem with this team, bro.
He's not
Like
gonna
we
be able to
lost some of that
contribute.
athleticism, bro. You're gonna need athleticism. You're gonna need athleticism to deal with the Timberwolves. You're gonna need athleticism to deal with the Thunder now that they've added Hardenstein from New York. You're gonna need athleticism to deal with these top teams in the West. You're going to need it to beat these dudes. You see, we needed it to beat these dudes in the playoffs. We need athleticism. Clay is not going to replace that with his scoring.
Yeah.
You still need to stop these dudes. Look at the lineup right now. PJ and Lively are our most athletic starting five. Like athletic in the starting five right now. And it's not enough.
Three unathletic players in the start. That's crazy.
Come on now. I'm just saying we got three athletic niggas and PJ and Derek Lively the only two that's athletic. And it don't really mean that much when the nigga a center. It helps. But I need another wing.
Who's our point of attack defender now?
Exactly.
Oh.
Luka's size only helps him so much. Like when he got to go get them, big teams, the way he had to play Boston for a series, his size on defense don't matter. Because guess what? I'm just as big and I'm more athletic than you. I'm gonna blow right by your big ass.
Quentin Grimes gonna get grimy. PJ, he can guard anybody.
When is Quentin Grimes gonna get stuck in the starting lineup?
He's not gonna get plans, bro. I'm saying it's a noticeable downgrade from Derrick Jones Jr. and Josh Green to Najee Marshall and Quentin Grimes, bro. That's gonna be a noticeable downgrade.
I disagree.
You can disagree, bro. I'm telling you,
just strictly off of athleticism, it's a downgrade, bro.
Sure, athleticism, yes, but talent overall, I don't know about that.
But
talent don't mean nothing if you can't run with these dudes.
This is my thing, though. So again, because yes, I'm with you on you say that old boy could play defense just as good as Derrick Jones Jr. I feel you, but Derrick Jones Jr. is a athletic freak of nature, and he is long. That just them two. He don't even need to be the best defender. Them two God-given ties that he was given right there makes him a solid defender. These other dudes is getting blown by a lot of these dudes that DJ had to guard in the playoffs. He
bro.
can move his feet.
When
Like
when Quentin Grimes,
the only thing I wish, because I feel like we still could have kept DJ. We gave him a little less money, but if he gets that 3-point shot to like 38, 39%, that nigga gonna be a beast wherever he go.
he's not doing that though. But
He's not. Well,
Quentin
what's he
Grimes,
shooting right now? What's he shooting right now?
Quentin Grimes was just getting cooked, bro. When he was starting in New York, bro, he was consistently getting cooked. He's supposed to be a 3-and-D guy, but he never hit threes, and he was always getting cooked, bro.
He was never a good. He was never
Plays,
good. He never
and
got
Derrick
hurt.
Jones Jr. don't get hurt. That nigga plays 76 games.
That boy shot 34%. That's not terrible from three.
You know what? I'll take that from him. Give me 35, and I'll take that.
Shoots a lot better than that.
Najee Marshall also didn't play. Najee Marshall played 66 games. He shot 39 from three. NAJ. He shot 39. He basically 39%.
Basketball reference, they project what they think people's stats gonna be next year.
He took 2 a game.
Hold on. Oh man, what the hell? Nah, you have to miss me with that.
And now go look at Quentin. And now go look at Quentin Grimes.
Quentin Grimes was hurt.
Quentin Grimes just sucked, bro.
All right.
I'm rocking
with my boy. You getting grimy.
That nigga sucked, bro. When that nigga started in New York, bro.
We just brought in 2 dogs. 2 dogs. Back when we signed Derrick Jones Jr. in August of last year, were you jumping for joy saying how good he was gonna be?
Man, I still would have told you he was better than Quentin Grimes and goddamn Najee Marshall. I promise I would have. I promise I would. I have not howled Derrick Jones Jr., but he's better than Quentin Grimes and Najee Marshall. Same with Josh Green. Bro.
Bro. Now what was you saying about man? Now what was you saying about
every 7 points last year?
You keep telling me about what I don't know, but you was wrong about PJ. You be wrong about this.
Nah, Chris, I don't know about this. This nigga don't stay on the court. This nigga only played over 70 games one time. I'm looking at 46, 71, 51. Hell no.
Najee Marshall's his words. 32, 55. Like, bro.
Oh,
I'm worried about the Mavericks, bro.
I won't blame you if you think the Mavericks fall off.
Goddamn they don't, retirement home.
When they don't, I need you to come in here and
the
say
only reason why they not gonna fall off. Man, them niggas ain't finna not fall off because of these bums you bringing up. That nigga Luka and Kyrie back gonna be hurting by the time the season ends. Carrying these bums.
Because the thing about athleticism, you could at least get easy buckets, bro. Josh Green and Derrick Jones Jr. can get easy buckets with their athleticism. Quentin Grimes and Najee Marshall gonna have to actually work, bro. And that scares me. They not getting easy buckets. But anything else before we get off here? So we done hit the 2-hour mark.
No.
DeJounte or Chris Paul?
Oh, Chris Paul to Spurs. I mean, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like it's gonna benefit them off court. On the court, that shit ain't gonna mean nothing. And who else you said?
I like it for Wemby. I like that Spurs shit for Wemby.
It ain't gonna really benefit too much. See, with DeJounte,
I just like it for Wemby because you know how I be talking about how I feel like certain players need an actual point guard. I think that's gonna be one of the best things for him, just because like I mean, the only way I kind of compare it to the LeBron effect is because, like, bro, I'm sorry. Some of them niggas in San Antonio really hating on dude, bro. Some of them niggas was not trying to get that boy the ball. Trying to say, oh, no, I can still do this. Like, man, that nigga 7 foot 1,000. This nigga got nigga 6'6" on him. Give him the goddamn ball.
Hey, Chris
Chris
Paul, he
Paul,
going after John Stockton. He going after John Stockton assist record. That's why he signed with the Spurs.
Hey, but let me tell
Man,
you
Chris
something right
Paul
now.
is so
Paul-
old. He has
Chris
a
Paul gonna
TV
get-
show documentary about his about part of his career already on air, bro. He's that old. Nobody else from that show is playing, bro. JJ Redick is a coach now.
Hey, man.
He's too old, bro.
Chris Paul gonna be tired of throwing them lobs, and that nigga Wimby gonna get tired of catching them.
Man, Chris Paul is old, bro. That boy gonna be out there
Well, he
looking like
played
Joe
about,
Biden.
He played about 60 games last year. So, if he could give that nigga 60 games, I think that'd be all right. I'm not trying to sit here and say, like, oh, that's
60
going to get
games
them
off
over the
the
hump to the
bench.
playoff. Huh?
That man
60 games off the bench. Chris Paul
He
played
a
70
half
games.
season rental. He a half season rental. He gonna get bought out halfway through the season. Go join him in contender after he teach Stephon Castle and all them.
Man,
Nah, they only paid him $11 million. He ain't get that much money.
But I'm saying he's just too damn old, bro. He's not. This not him in OKC with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, bro. This not the same Chris Paul.
I'm just saying this Chris Paul that we get is not nothing that's going to get San Antonio over the hump. The West is way too good. That was a Greg Popovich power move. Let me also bring in a vet that can help me develop this young star that I have.
That's what I feel like. Kyle Lowry just looked in Philadelphia, bro.
Hell no, sir.
Good.
No.
Good.
We're not gonna disrespect. We're not gonna disrespect CP like that, man.
Kyle Lowry looked good in the playoffs.
Oh my god.
No, man. We not gonna disrespect CP like that now. Like I said, it's not. I'm not looking at this as no winning situation. They're still gonna probably lose a lot of games, but I'm just talking about how I feel, how Greg Popovich is thinking. Yeah, I'm a vet. I've coached teams. I've won championships. I was part of a dynasty. Hell, I was part. Shit, my dynasty was doing another team's dynasty, and I still succeeded. Shit, I beat arguably two of the best people in the world, in Kobe Bryant and LeBron James in basketball in the playoffs. But shit, I let me bring in this vet that can help coach this young dude up. Make this ship run a little smoother, because just the way I'm looking at it, he probably looking at these young motherfuckers is stupid, dog. They're stupid. I just need at least somebody smart on the court. That's all I'm saying. Somebody that can get these niggas in line. Are we gonna win and get to a playoffs? Maybe not. If we get to a play-in, it'll be because we're lucky. But I think it's just part of the developmental thing for Wemby and the rest of these young guys. Like, y'all niggas need to learn how to play together, man. I'm telling you, I seen too many times last year where it's like I could just see the jealousy through my goddamn TV. This nigga is open right here in the paint with a nigga that's
so overblown. They just wasn't natural passers. They couldn't pass.
And now you have a better passer. You have a floor general. You have somebody that's not going to let them be stupid. All it takes is one person to make that change.
This is what I'm saying. The same way we worried about Joe Biden as president, same way I'm worried about Chris Paul as a starter, bro. I'm worried about his goddamn age.
I ain't worried about all that, really, bro. If anything, we know Greg Popovich know how to make sure that old niggas don't get hurt.
Bro, this dude's hi. Yeah, I don't.
He gonna we know Greg Popovich know how to make sure old players last through the season.
Chris, I would like it if Chris Paul played 18 minutes a game and he's there for the practice sessions and he's coaching up a young point guard who's actually starting and getting those reps. But the Spurs are going to have to start Chris Paul. Chris Paul is probably going to have to play up like the 30 minutes a game.
I don't want you to feel like 28. This is a problem.
Trey Jones can't play.
He can't do it. That's a problem. He can't do it.
We're not.
Trey Jones can't play
from them. Like I think I would be more bullish on what you're talking about if this nigga went to a contending team and they had to start Chris Paul. But nigga, we talking about the Spurs.
That's what I'm saying.
It ain't that
He went to a
serious
bottom
right
feeder
now.
and they have to start Chris Paul.
Bro, it ain't that serious, dog. In my
It's
opinion,
not. Why is it not that serious? So you got a generational talent on your team, and you trying to do something with them, and you bring in damn near a 40-year-old point guard who
DJ. Okay,
can't
so let me see if I
play.
can try to. Let me
Yes.
try to. No, hold on. Because Chris Paul played about 60 games, right? Let's just say he gives us another 60 games this year, next year. Let's just say he gives us 60 games. If you have, and because I be trying to look at it from like different angles and shit. Like I know what you're talking about as far as the basketball side, as far as like it's not winning basketball. I can agree with that. I feel like they'll be a little better in the win column, but I still don't think it's going to be enough to even get them to a play in. If it happens, I'll be surprised, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I just what I do feel like is that the reason why he's a great fit for that team is because okay, how about this? I can even compare it to when he went to OKC, and you can say it's a difference now just because he's older. You don't think he can last, but just with OKC, we saw that Russ couldn't do nothing with them young dudes that they had on that team, or he wasn't even going to attempt. Chris Paul was the only one that could have took that young team to where they got. I don't think you had any other players who was a point guard to that team because, like I said, there are some teams that need a point guard. They need a floor general. They need a player to keep their ass in line. No, the Spurs had nobody to keep their ass in line. You have to have somebody on the floor to keep your ass in line. The coach can't always do that from the sideline. And what I'm saying is, even though I'm with you on that, this is not going to create a winning basketball situation. Lucky if they get to a playing spot. But they need to have somebody on the floor, even if it's only for a year. They need somebody to keep their ass in line. And Wemby needs somebody that's going to get him the ball where he needs to have it, and somebody that can facilitate and get the other players involved. Because other than that, bro, I'm sorry, them niggas is playing black top basketball, and they not even doing that right. If I got a nigga 7'6", I'm giving that nigga the ball damn near 40-50% of the time. Can't nobody stop this nigga.
Bro. Y'all missing my point, but I guess.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm just saying the reason why, like, I hear because you thinking more on the basketball side. You saying Chris Paul ain't gonna be able to stay healthy. He's too old. He ain't gonna benefit. But I'm just talking
I'm
about the other
saying
side
even
there.
the intangible side, that's cool. But I'm saying that would have been better if he wouldn't have to play. He has to play.
No, he
That's
needs.
what I'm
But I'm
saying.
saying you need him to play in order for that to happen. I get you on that. You feel like he can't do it at
He
his
can't
age. No,
play.
and I am nigga. Hey, we don't know. He might surprise if he only give us a year and he's able to stand the court 60 games. That's all we can ask of him. That's all we can ask.
That's disgusting.
Last year was just because his last year in Phoenix. How many games did he play? Because that's really the last thing we can go off of. I'm not really. of course, we got to count last season, but last season was just a bad season for him. Like he just had them injuries just fucking with him.
He played 59 games in Phoenix.
Yeah, so hopefully between that and this offseason, he got all that stuff straight, and maybe he can last a little bit.
Can I? This is my last little point on this, and then we can get off. But who was the last best? Who's the three best number one overall picks we have seen
Since when?
since like this new generation? It's Anthony Edwards,
And
Paolo, Victor
okay,
Wembanyama, right?
okay.
Y'all know Anthony Edwards was in the playoffs year 2, right? We just seen what Paolo did in year 2 playoffs. Victor Wembanyama is supposed to be this generational guy. He's in year 2, and y'all talking about throwing away another season after already coming off the worst Spurs season we've ever seen in history. With Chris, now you got Chris Paul. It don't matter that he's finna be freaking 40. It don't matter that he's finna have to start.
I think I would give you. I don't. The only reason why I don't think I would put Ant in that conversation with these two is because Ant did have the luxury of having Cat when he was out. Yes, they were bad, but he still had them.
But I'm saying
So I'll give you the Paolo comparison. And I
but
love Ant.
I'm saying you don't want to keep losing. You just don't want to keep losing, bro.
You don't want to keep losing, but I'll give you the Paolo one because they haven't gotten there in a long time. The Ant one, I feel you, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. But now, if you want to compare him and Paolo, I feel you. I'm with you,
bro. Minnesota was bottom feeders too, bro. They had the number 1 pick. Even with Cat, they suck. They suck. They suck.
That's what I'm. Hold on. But they still made it to. They made it to a playoffs with Cat there. So yeah, they still suck. But he has been in the playoffs. But so in my mind, I'm like that is some type of success in their eyes for a team that hadn't had no success since KG. But we talking about Orlando, who ain't done nothing since Dwight Howard. They ain't been in no type of conversation for nothing since Paolo. And then you talking about San Antonio, they ain't did nothing since Kawhi left. So I'll give you them two because they actually came into a team who accomplished nothing in the last couple of years.
With man, Chris, I ain't going, bro. If Victor Wembanyama don't make it to the play-in next season,
no. Hold on.
That's gonna be that season.
That's why. No, I'm talking about why I'm not gonna give you the Ant thing. Now, if you want to sit there and say that when you compare him to Paolo, I ain't gonna sit here and fault you. I mean, I still don't think I still don't think that
we don't go. It's not just about Paolo or Ant. They say he's the best since LeBron James.
They said that shit. I ain't say that.
But I'm saying if Victor Wembanyama's not even in play-in contention next year, after coming off, he played a majority of the year. Worst record in Spurs history, bro. Say that they got to do something next year, bro. All this, oh man, they gonna be bad. They just gotta learn. Nah, fuck all that. They gotta do something, bro. And Chris Paul was not the answer, especially
what if they taking to get one? What if they just putting themselves in position to get one of these great talents in this 2025 draft?
They got the greatest talent. I see what you're saying, but goddamn, if Victor Wembanyama is who we think he is, they are not going to be bad enough. They're just not going to be bad enough.
I'll be going back and forth with you with this argument. It's just like because you be talking about that Orlando is a better team, but I still just be like, okay, look at the pieces. Like, and again, I'm not taking nothing away from you. Like, we still got to talk about it if he don't even make it to a play-in next year. Because hell, I kill you for it, but hey, we got to admit it. LaMelo made it to a play-in his second year. So we still got to hold. Yeah, so we still got to hold him accountable. But the only thing with Victor is like, and this is not all his fault. This is the reason why, with some people, you still have to look at their individual talent and just see are they getting better. Because you can say what you want to about. Like, oh, you think that Victor's team was better than what Paolo inherited, but at the same time, it's like I'm still not taking some. You got a person in Jalen Suggs who was beating the table for to be a defensive player of the year. You ain't been beating the table for nobody that nigga Victor to play with on the Spurs. And back to what I said, this nigga Ant came in with Cat. Cat had been an all-star, so I'm not gonna completely kill him for his team success. It's just some people you got to look at like, okay, are you as an individual at least getting better, trying to help your team win, and you just not doing it. You just may need some help. Like that's all I'm saying. Like I don't feel like he kind of feel like you just making it seem like he got to do it by himself when that's not the case.
It's basketball.
No, because it just sounds like you trying to make it seem like he got to do it by himself when that's not the case.
Worse record than the year they got his ass.
That's not his fault.
But he didn't help. Like say dog. You can say whatever you want, but when you bring in a generational talent, dude averaged 24 and 11. People was talking about him for being defensive player of the year.
DJ, but it's year one. It's year one.
You had a worse record than before we had you with the same people.
Niggas around him are bad.
They were better without him, though.
Bro,
I don't get what's y'all not understand. He got to do something here too, bro.
Dog. These niggas is too busy trying to make it
Chris,
seem like they can still
nothing you can say
even when this nigga is here.
They are ass again. I don't want to hear this Victor Wembanyama hype train.
They ass because they don't want to play team basketball.
It's gonna become empty stats
on this team.
It's gonna be empty stats.
Show, oh, we don't need this nigga. We can still score. No, you can't. There's a reason why you had the number one pick.
Stats. It's gonna be empty stats. The Victor Wembanyama shit. If they're not in play-in contention next year, empty stats, bro.
What?
See, you just
If the Spurs aren't in playoff contention next year, Victor Wembanyama's stats is
you
gonna
just
be
gonna
empty
look at the
stats, bro.
conclusion of the shit and ain't gonna worry about nothing that happened during the season.
I don't give a damn. That's what I'm saying.
And
Palo
you
team,
should.
you're talking about Jalen Suggs, bro. Say
What-
dog.
What
I
team?
don't
What
agree
player?
with
Nah,
that.
hell no. I don't
What
want
player
you to
is
try
comparable to
down-
Franz
I
Wagner
do
on the
not want you
Spurs?
to try to downplay the nigga now.
Do you talked about this?
My bad.
Don't try to downplay the nigga now. You was over there beating for that nigga to get defensive player of the year. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
I
Don't try to
like
downplay
Jalen
on
Suggs.
that
No,
nigga
Jalen
name
Suggs
now.
is a great defensive player. But
And
if Victor,
who does Wembanyama have as a defender that is even close to what he can do?
This shit is crazy.
No, because you just try to put it all on the individual. That nigga Victor just has a trash ass team.
Before last year, what was people saying about Jalen Suggs, Lil Chris?
Trade him.
No. I don't want to
They were saying, get him out of here, dude's a bust.
I want
Paolo came and made it work. Chris, that's what I'm saying.
I want to know.
What did Smokey Mama say to him in Friday when she gave him that little bit of money and told him to go to the store? And he said,
Hold on. So Paolo made him a better defender?
Paolo just made it work.
No, did he
Franz
make him a better
Wagner's
defender?
Can I tell you? Franz Wagner's skill set. Jalen Suggs just got better. He just got better. Jalen Suggs' skill set, Paolo Banchero's skill set, Franz Wagner's skill set.
So you telling me that nigga
The
Paolo
fact
go
that
to San Antonio, he can make
Paolo,
one? So you telling me this nigga Paolo go to San Antonio, he can make you beat the table for wanting to make a defensive player of the year? That's what you're saying, right?
No, I'm saying you put Paolo in San Antonio. He's what is you talking about this one, bro? You talking about this one thing? I'm saying,
hey, I ain't gonna lie. Paolo could probably had his Spurs team doing something.
Yes, he's a ready-made player. He's an actualized player. Like, he's not a future All-NBA player. He's an All-NBA player. He's a All-Star. He's not a future All-Star. Like, not only does he have potential to be better than what he is.
You can say the same exact thing, bro, but I'm just saying, nigga, I just think this team was too, like, if you want to sit here and say that Paolo may have got them over,
isn't realized yet. That's part of the problem, too. Say that, too. He's not realized yet. He didn't come in.
Maybe you say the nigga badass fit with these bums. How about this?
He's not.
Maybe he's a bad fit. How about
say
this?
Dog. He's not NBA. He's not as NBA ready in terms of being an All NBA All-Star level player yet, bro. He's not an actualized player
an All-Star next year.
I feel that, but is he gonna be impacting the games? Is he gonna be impacting the games to where it's like, oh man, this dude is an impact player from day one, like Paolo was.
I'm just saying,
like Ant was in year two.
On the defensive side, definitely he gonna be
do so much on both sides of the ball in his first year. Yeah, some shit gonna look clunky, but it's like
nigga 7-6. So a lot of that shit be layups, putbacks, easy points because he's so goddamn tall.
It
but in terms of
the ball is going into the hole to me. I don't give a damn.
Y'all just want to y'all give him that LeBron James shit. His teammates.
What does that matter?
Him LeBron James.
Because when Carmelo came into the league, he was more ready to be the centerpiece of an offense to get to the playoffs. Same way with Paolo. LeBron James and Victor Wembanyama had more potential.
Oh my God!
What? Hold on, that's the worst comparison you could have made. Melo got into the league his first. Nigga, we act like Cleveland won the number one seed for a reason. Nigga, we still do realize that it's a lot of people that call LeBron James Rookie of the Year one of the most fluky shits in the world. Nigga, Melo had better numbers and was in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
But I can still say that he had a better team.
Thank you.
But like Melo said,
Melo's team was better because Melo was more equipped to be the guy at that point in time. That's what I'm saying.
That's not necessarily true.
Around him, you need to stop acting
y'all
like just one dude.
That's not necessarily true.
Drew Gooden, Ricky Davis, Larry Hughes versus who, bro? Tell me, y'all don't even remember who's on their team.
Were they giving LeBron the ball? Were they playing like a cohesive team?
I'll see y'all next week, bro. Because this I always go to that, bro. I just named y'all 5 dudes. Now name me the
And I
dudes
just
on the
named you the
Nuggets,
reason
bro.
why it didn't work.
The nigga just named all the reasons. The niggas named 5 niggas.
So now now it's not about talent. It's about they was hating.
What they
That's
not?
what I'm talking about.
Saying, bro.
It went from Carmelo team was better to now LeBron team was hating.
DJ, you the same one that sit here and brag about or beat the table. Why the hell wasn't Paolo hyped up the way that these other dudes are? And shit, he should have been. Yes, he should have been. But shit, you see how he came in there and just went to work. Niggas ain't hating on him.
Hey,
ain't
bro,
doing none of that shit.
I'm finna nip this LeBron Carmelo shit in the bud right now. Look at the screen, y'all. Look at this. Nah, I gotta do it. Nah, then I'm finna get off here. Carmelo Anthony, 21 a game. Who is next? Andre Miller. Who is this? Who is that? Who is Bashan Leonard? Who is that?
You're not gonna talk about Marcus. You don't skip over Marcus Camby.
He was averaging 9 points.
Bro, don't skip over Nene.
Okay, now let's go to LeBron, bro. But that team was great, right?
Melo had better pieces.
Oh, y'all honestly disgust me, bro. Y'all really do, bro. Y'all really do. Bro, that team was ass too, bro.
So you telling me?
We finna just see, bro, because I'm not finna keep going for this, bro. I'm tired of it. Look. Oh.
I'm not seeing nothing. You said it wasn't on Melo had a 20-point score on his team.
It was him. That was Melo. Y'all gotta stop it, bro. Look at this. Ricky Davis 15. Carlos
22
Boozer,
games.
15. Oh yeah, he did get hurt, but still 2 more. He had 2 more. Boozer, Ilgauskas, 75 and 81 games. Did you not just see what? See, bro, y'all gotta stop it, bro. We're not gonna do that. I'm just saying, y'all can't do this with me, bro. Carmelo was just more ready-made to be the centerpiece of an offense.
And who turned out to be the better player?
Okay, that's cool, but say what it is right now in current time.
Just sat here and say a nigga that came in and averaged 20 points a game just got a team over the hump. They had to be doing something. He got not 25,
well,
not
I'm
27,
saying,
not 30,
what's the you can compare the help. You can say LeBron James still had more help, or his help was just as good. Quit trying to say LeBron didn't have no help. And he was in a weaker conference. I'm trying to see where I'm saying that don't make sense. I'm cooking. Just say I'm cooking, bro. It's the same situation. LeBron had more talent. He had more potential, but he wasn't ready at that time to be the centerpiece of an offense. He shot 29% from 3, 42% from the field.
That's okay.
That's what was the problem. LeBron wasn't ready.
You know you wrong.
Oh my God.
These comments will let you know you wrong.
I'm just saying, bro. Why y'all acting like I'm tripping, bro? We just seen the rosters, right? We just seen the rosters, bro. And I'm trying to see whose help was just why Carmelo's help was just so much better. I'm just trying to see, bro.
Because he had an actual point guard.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here, bro. Like it's just the same, if not better, bro. LeBron had just the same amount of help, if not more. Like that wasn't the problem. Carmelo was just more equipped to be the guy at that current time, even though he didn't have as much potential as LeBron. Put y'all in the pot, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this been another episode of Cooper Store Podcast, man. I'm D-No Ball. This white boy Chris. This Chris. Hey, we out, man. I cooked y'all, bro. Like y'all gonna stop with that Victor Wimber. Oh, they hating on him, bro. He just not ready, bro.